should be out getting underway, and here we go! Of course, like always, both of our runners will be starting out here in Super Metroid, but most likely we'll be going straight into Link to the Past because that's where most of the items are, but you never know! Someone might take that gamble and check Morph Ball.
I mean, I've seen it happen many a time before where there is a progressive item in the Tier 0 items.
Yeah, but it looks like both of our runners are indeed going to go straight to Link to the Past. Well, they checked Blake highly up. Let's see. Yeah, looks like Wesker's going to be checking that. What do we got down there?
Oh, silver arrows.
Silvers!
I gotta remember to do that later.
Yeah, that could be an interesting call. Let's see what we got here in Link's house. Spazer right at the bat. Interesting.
Yeah, usually it's pretty bad to find that later, but early Spazer, until we find Plasma, is pretty good.
Yep, found a map there in the Sanctuary. But Mesyr's not, he's going straight to Uncle. That's a very interesting play.
He's carrying the sign with him to know that nobody should mess with him.
Indeed, and Wesker not going for the Houlihan run, going straight to the Lumberjack spot. Gonna be checking that out here. Let's see what Uncle's got for us here. Will he have anything good?
Me, Weskers feels confident that the tree pool will have something good for him.
Just single rupees at the hoarders, so that's kind of useless there. But yeah, maybe the tree pool will have something here. Nope, just some hearts. And a power bomb there. Hey, that's a nice thing to find.
That's one pack so far. If they find another one, they'll be good for exploring green and pink brimstone.
Indeed. Just a missile pack there at Lumberjack, so that's out of the game. Nobody's touching that.
We don't know what all the item layout is so far, so this still could be an Agassiz, but that remains to be seen.
Comes down to whether or not we find the Morph Ball, and of course, either a glove and a hammer or both gloves. We'll have to see as Wesker now heading into the forest. Gonna be checking out, grabbing some more rupees from the hoarder there. But let's see what we've got here, the mushroom spot. This is usually a hot spot, and nope, just a 5-arrow upgrade.
And we're not really finding too much early game. The only noteworthy thing we found was Spazer.
Oh, we got a Fisher Price shield. That's a start. Maybe. Kind of. No.
It's better than nothing.
For most of these runners, it practically is nothing. Nobody really ever uses the shield, even when they have Mirror Shield. Oh, just single rubies at the tree pull.
Yes,
that's tier 3, so that...
I pull from that tree like so many times when I pass through Lost Woods, but it never gives me anything.
And yet the one time you probably skip it, it would actually give you something good like bombs.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with that prize tree anyway.
Alright, so we're going to head into the blind set now. Bear in mind, they aren't going to be able to check everything because they don't have any bombs. They're kind of, I think they're actually going to be kind of hoping for some blueberries here because they need some bombs for Kakariko. But let's see what we find here. And we start with, well, wrong kind of bomb, but that works. Power bombs, E-tank.
There we go.
Bombs. And some
and
more. That could not have worked out better.
Yeah, the second one was kind of wasteful since they got 10 right off the bat. Hey, they got 10 right off the bat.
Yeah. And Morph Ball bombs. That's a nice early find.
So in combination with all the power bombs they found so far, that's really good.
That's going to make it a lot easier for them to traverse through Super Metroid. They won't have to waste all their power bombs on certain areas. They can do infinite bomb jumping. There's a lot they could get out of that if that is necessary. So that's a pretty good find there for Wesker. Let's see if the well follows up as Mesyr now working the same route as Wesker is. And, ooh, early lamp. That's a nice treat to find, considering how notorious that's become lately.
Yeah, my run, I didn't get lamp till Misery Meyer, and nobody wants that. I found some supers.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of early Super Metroid ammunition, and even an energy tank to boot. So, interesting bit of luck here. Still don't have enough money for the bottle vendor yet, unfortunately, but let's see if the Chicken Shack's got something for.
Now, I know some people said that throwing the chicken in there can cause a soft lock, but how does that work exactly?
You can, like, if you throw the chicken in there just as the bomb is going off, it can get caught between the transition screens and sometimes can even show up on the next screen over. But I believe there is but it's not supposed to be there, so it could glitch the game if you're not careful. So you got to be careful how you do that. As we found a piece of heart there in the back of the tab.
Yeah, I just do that a few times just for fun, but, you know, until someone said, like, oh, don't do that, that could really glitch up the game. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll refrain from doing it.
I've never seen it, but I've heard that it can happen. Let's see what we got here in the library. Just a super missile pack. Probably won't be seeing that picked up today.
Not unless they really need it.
Couldn't they already got a super missile pack to start off with? I wouldn't hold my breath. Let's see, race games got just a big 20.
Snoresville.
Yeah. Kakariko not really paying off as big as it usually does. I mean, we still got the bottle vendor in play, but everything else just seems kind of weak. Most we found were Morph Ball, Bombs, Spazer, and Lamp. That's not saying much. Wesker gonna stock up on some bombs because he's gonna have to run the South Shore. And considering that they need to do Mini Moldorm Cave, they're gonna need all the bombs they can get.
Yeah, if you're really lucky with a Mini Moldorm Cave, it could take as a minimum of 8 or 3 bombs to clear. But then again, that's if you're lucky.
That's if you're lucky. Because, yeah, you got to worry about those 2 on the side, whether or not they split up. And then, of course, you know, those mini Moldorms can be quite vicious and just not allow you to hit them. I've seen many, even the best runners have trouble. Now, here we are on the dam. Here for Wesker. And Mushroom. Anyone up for a fetch quest?
Now comes the question, do they cash it in now or save it later to do the fake powder glitch? Given that they just now found it, I think it'd be much better to cash it in now.
It's a question that'll probably be on their minds there at some point, but let's see what the drained dam's got for us here. Yep, more missiles.
And he's skipping out on it.
He's already got 20 missiles right now. My tracker, if I've been keeping track correctly. Alright, so going into Mini Molten Cave with 7 bombs, 6 for Mesyr. Let's see if that's enough. Oh, that's 1 down. Ooh, just got that one. Can you get 2 for 1? He can get 2 for 1. 3 bomb minimum. Nicely done. Let's see what his reward is for that. We get big 20. Half magic. Nice. Another missile pack. Red shield. And another missile pack.
So, all in all, pretty good. Early half magic's really nice.
Now comes the fun part, because he's got to go over to, he's got to have to consider Ice Rod Cave with only 3 hearts. And considering those crabs can take 2 hearts each, that means he's only got 1 free hit.
Meanwhile, Mesyr is having a really bad time here with that Moldorm hogging the entrance. And he's down to 1 heart.
Yep, those mini Moldorms, like I said, they can be brutal. There he goes. That's gonna make it, though. He may end up skipping Ice Rod Cave, so he better hope there's nothing over there. All right, let's see what we have here for Wesker.
It is Morph Ball.
Oh no, the Morph Ball. That is the last thing that Mesyr wants to know about. If he knew the Morph Ball is over there, he's going to have to be extra careful. He cannot take any hits, especially now since he got hit by that crow. And he has to get over there because that is one of the 2 most important you can find early game.
I will transfer all of my non-existent energy to Mesyr so he can get there safely.
Indeed. He's got to be very careful here. In the meantime, Wesker now heading over to Sahasala's closet. Got 3 items back there. Ooh, Mesyr cutting it close there, but he might have got a lucky break. The crabs are staying away, so he's going to get his Morph Ball. You could not get luckier if you tried. Oh, and we had a map check there. I saw Crystal at Eastern. Let me see. Let me double check the restream to see what else we got here as we check Sir Hostilisk's closet.
I think Tower of Hero was a 5/6 crystal. And there's just ammunition in Sahasra's closet.
Yeah, pretty much.
But Wesker's transitioning over to Super Metroid.
Well, there's not much he can do in Link to the Past right now. I mean, he's got a couple spots he can check, but considering he doesn't have Power Glove, he can't get to Death Mountain right now.
Yeah.
He has to go the long way around.
Mesyr took the portal door over to Super Metroid.
Oh! Fighter Sword at Omega Missiles.
Unfortunately for both of them, since they have Morph Ball bombs, that means Bomb Chorizo is going to activate.
Yep, we're going to see that here on Wesker's side. He's taking on the Bomb Chorizo, and only for a pack of missiles to boot.
Thankfully, it's pretty quick to kill him. Just 2 normal missiles and a super missile kills him without ever transitioning to his other phases. So where's Wesker gonna go now? Is he gonna head down to Blue Bryn, or is he gonna go to Green Bryn?
That's a very good question here. Let's see what he does. He's going to Blue. So, actually, he's got to stop over to Mega Missiles. He definitely wants to go there to get his Fighter Sword. You don't want to leave that behind. Oh, is Mesyr going to pull a gauntlet here? He's going to stop off real quick and reload.
I'd imagine since he has Morph Ball bombs, he's going to try doing an infinite bomb jump up. Otherwise, he could go for the wall jump.
Indeed. Oh, we're going to see Old Mother Brain here. Oh, someone call Phantom Ryu, because that's gotta be Kane!
Well, thankfully it's there and not some out-of-the-way place like Waterway.
Yeah, we've seen that before. Oh, actually, Mesyr's going to the opposite side. He's going for the power bomb spot up there. What do we got? Morph Ball. Just a 5 bomb pack. Not what we're looking for.
Surprised he didn't go further left to check what that other item past the Morph Ball location was. So he may do that on his way out.
And just a piece, just a heart container. He's gonna take that. We need some extra health here real quick.
Yeah,
and
infinite bomb jumping.
Power bomb.
Oh, sorry. Someone in chat was asking, is infinite bomb jumping in logic? And the answer is yes. Normal logic does... Ooh, Master Sword!
Master Sword! Wow, early Master Sword. That is unusual, but definitely appreciated.
Oh, I just thought of something. We got Lamp early, and now we've got Master Sword. Maybe this is...
I see exactly what you're saying, my friend. Ooh, that could be scary.
Wonder if either of them is going to remember to turn on Spazer.
Good question. Let's check Belly Maze here. We got an energy tank and a big 20.
Meanwhile, Mesyr found Bottle at the moat.
Let's get some red goo if we can get up there.
I think it's actually a green potion, though. It's just the palette that's making it look weird.
Yep, you are correct.
Although Wesker's got a problem here. He's having trouble getting out.
Yeah, he got a little stuck there. No, Mesyr's not going to bother going to wreck ship just yet. That is technically out of logic. Actually, yeah, so... The CWJ is not in logic, but he is going to head over to Red Tower. can get a few items over there. And I've seen that place be a surprising hotspot for items, so not a bad idea to check it while you can.
Maybe he's thinking to like get this and I guess Mesyr room and then make his way over to Crate.
Possibly. Oh,
No, he's
didn't use.
skip the green door.
Oh,
Oh,
hammer!
That's good.
Well, that starts to put that Aghanim play in question now, because we've got hammer. If we get a glove and a moon pearl, we're set. Let's see what Mesyr finds over here. Missile pack. Let's go ahead in the Green Hill Zone, find Bloomerang, and another missile pack there for Mesyr.
He is pretty low on power missiles, but since he's got Morph Ball Bomb, unless he needs to go through power bomb blocks, he should be fine with exploring through most of this.
Wesker now exploring Pink Brinstar. Head up here, just finds a 5-arrow upgrade, not gonna bother with that.
Nice little mock ball, while Mesyr is heading towards the fake plant here.
Indeed, finds a big 20, not much there. Now Wesker's in Green Brinstar, he's gonna head down.
Thankfully, these little hugger enemies always drop power ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up some of those. Not gonna bother checking Edakuns just yet. Or no, he's just, or he could be just taking some time to stock up. There he goes.
Yeah.
I'll just make sure he has enough for Edakun. So there's nothing there.
Let's see, is Mesyr gonna like stock up and head towards green, or is he gonna try to attempt Gauntlet as he's heading down?
Find out here shortly as he reloads back the ship. Meanwhile, Wesker heading up the Edakun Tower. I gotta set up in here, and what does he get for his troubles? Just a missile pack.
And not a lot of good items here in Green Brinstar.
No, though we still got a few places to check.
Also, Mesyr pulling off a very nice wall jump up to Gauntlet on his first try.
Nicely done there.
That is not an easy thing to pull off.
Alright, 5-arrow upgrade there at the start of Gate Room. The other side, we got Red Meringue. We already saw its blue counterpart earlier, and a heart piece. And another missile pack. Well, we're finding a lot of regular missiles in here.
What could it all mean? Mesyr has to be careful here, because even being in this acid for even a second in power armor will really drain.
Hey, buddy. Fawn gets there, finds a 10-bomb upgrade. Not what he needs. And Wesker's gonna head back into Pink Brinstar. There's still a couple items he has not checked over there, so he's gonna make sure he can check that out.
Wow, Mesyr's just got a little bit to go.
Looks like he's gonna make it.
Hey. So what's here at the back of Gauntlet?
Cape! Ooh!
That'll be handy for later.
If it comes in handy, yeah. Alright, Wesker now heading over to Spore Spawn Supers, finds just a big 20 over there. Will he go for Gate Glitch? I did not see what Mesyr just got a Terminator.
It was 20 rupees.
Oosh.
So that's a lot of big 20s this early on.
No. Well, at least that means an early Zora chance there.
Granted, we did find a lot of good items over at Blue Brinstar, that being Cane, Hammer, and the extra. Everything else here in Brinstar has been pretty lackluster.
Yeah, there's only about a couple item checks left. We've got the hidden wall there, and then of course we've got the wave area, which is where he's going to now. He's gonna attempt gate glitch. But he's got to be careful. He's only got 4 shots. First shot! I heard it go off. But I don't think he realized he got it. There he goes.
Yeah. It was third shot, actually.
I could have sworn I saw the screen shake with that first shot.
Oh, it did. It just didn't hit the actual gate part.
Oh, but it's paid for. He paid off. He gets ether.
That's another bottle from Mesyr. Or Mesyr.
Yeah, we saw Wesker get that earlier.
Imagine now he's going to be firing up on a bit of health and missile.
No, doesn't seem like a bad idea. Question is where does he go from here? Does he go back to the Link to the Past, or does he take the shot at Kraid?
I say go ahead and just get Kraid out of the way to continue down to Norfair and take the portal to Death Mountain so he can get the old man.
Certainly not a bad call, in my opinion. Let's see what's over here. Oh, getting his supers ready. Gotta deal with these big bugs.
Yeah, I think he's saving on his super just to get past the block here.
And just a heart piece for his troubles. That's pretty much it for Brinstar right now. There's really not much we can do unless he wants to go to Kraid.
Kraid, and then the high jump boots area.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we can do right now. I've been keeping, like I said, I've got my own tracker open right now, so I can keep track of what locations our runners have checked. And that's pretty much all that's available.
So unless he finds something, like, to really give him the edge, either at Spazer, Kraid's area, or in the high jump room, this could be an Agassiz.
Well, we still got a few spots in Link to the Past that still haven't been checked yet, so let's not count that idea out just yet. But I will agree that the odds are becoming higher and higher every second, so you're not entirely wrong.
Wesker's getting pretty low on ammo here.
He's definitely going to want to make sure he stocks up before going into Kraid. You want at least a few supers going in. He'll probably get some from the mini Kraid along the way. But first, we're going to take a stop and see what's happening over at Space.
I've already got Spazer, so let's see what the item was replaced with.
Thankfully, he's got one last super for the door up here.
Would have felt really bad if you missed that.
Oh, those boots! What are those?
Yeah, that would have been really bad if you missed and was unable to get Pegasus boots.
Yeah. That would have definitely hurt, but thankfully he did not have that problem.
He's also got one more super missile to get into Kraid's area.
Yeah, though the problem is he's gonna go down first and check Upper Norfair. Again, he can only really check the high jump area and get a preview of what's hiding behind the lower gate. And he's gonna check the gate first. Oh, he got some extra supers out. He needs power bombs though.
Wait, where's he going?
Is he? No, he can't be.
Oh, he's gonna get a few power bombs from these hugger enemies.
Ah, fair point, clever. I didn't even think about that. I was like, wait a minute, he's not doing an early hell run, but he doesn't have enough strength for that. He is gonna check that gate, like I said before, to see if it's gonna be worth picking up later. And heart container. I get the feeling by the time he gets to that point, he's not gonna.
Yeah, unless he was like really low at that health at that point, which I highly.
There's a heart piece there to start things off. Oh, he's gets to the upper route and gets a power bomb. I just got a few extra power bombs considering he was running low earlier. And what do we find here at high jump? Speed booster.
Oh, that's good. Of course, the only bad point here is that without high jump, speed booster is going to affect your height as long as you hold that run button down.
Indeed. But he is indeed going to head back into Link to the Past through Death Mountain. And thanks to the lamp, the old man is in logic, so this is actually a good time to make this play.
I might as well get this out of the way.
Indeed. Now, actually, thanks to what little we did find in Super Metroid, a few things have opened up. We've got a few places in Death Mountain. We've got Bonk Cave. We still have Mushroom Spot. Bottle Vendor still hasn't been picked up. Sick Kid is in play. And we still have Agina's Cave. So we've got a few places to check. Plus, we've got Eastern Palace if they want to make the early gamble.
Unfortunately for Mesyr, he wasted all of his super missiles trying to get in through that wave door and just couldn't get. It looks like he might be attempting to do that again.
Indeed, just a bloopy there from the old man, so that's not going to be very helpful. But let's see what we have up on Spectacle Rock.
Provided he doesn't get murdered by the boulders.
Gotta love these cabbages. Such fun. Alright, so on Spectacle Rock, we've got a Super Missile Pack. We might pick that up if we find Mirror early enough, but I wouldn't hold my breath. And we got a heart container inside the cave. He might really go for that. We could use some health. He is indeed gonna go for it.
Might as well since you're here.
And he's going to save and quit out because there's not much else he can do at Death Mountain right now.
Where's he going to go to now? I think since he's... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think you and I are thinking a similar path here because I think he's going to stop by Bonk Cave, and then since he's got enough money now, he might stop by Kakariko to turn and check Bottle Vendor and Sick Kid.
And possibly get the super missiles over at Library, since it's there near Kakariko.
And just a bloopy.
Oof.
Yeah, we need money, game, but come on, give us a little bit more. Can we get a 300, please? We need the Zora money.
Not that we have Gauntlet or Flippers to check, but they could still fake Flipper up there.
Indeed. And Bottle Vendor's got... Yes, it's Kane O'Brien!
Huh, is he not gonna check Sick Kid?
Did he forget he has a bottle? Did he? He's gonna regret that later, I'm calling it now.
Or maybe he's just routing it in with... whenever he goes to check, Village of Outcasts.
That still seems like you're already right there. I still don't see the reason why you wouldn't check it. Nonetheless, he's back in Super Metroid, most likely heading up to Kraid's lair.
Did Mesyr actually manage to get past the wave door, or did he give up on that?
I don't know. He's gonna take the back way into Blue Brinstar, though.
Via the fancy wall jump. Though he does need to be careful here.
Yeah, these bugs can take a lot. And Wesker turning off his speed booster so he can help with his jumping. Also, remember to turn on his Spazer.
He's just like, oh, hey, I have Spazer. Might as well turn that on. Well, Mesyr got his hammer. Now he's working his way through the rest of this place. Big 20 at the back there in Kraid's area.
Not very helpful. Gonna want to pick up a few more supers here from the mini Kraid. That'll be enough. 6 should be more than enough if he sets his shots up.
Yeah, hopefully he does get the quick kill here. Otherwise, this might be a bit tricky.
Well, let's find out. Are we taking Kraid to the prom, or is he getting rejected with a quick kill? Taking his time. He's setting himself, taking his time with these shots.
There we go.
Patience is a virtue there for Wesker. And just gets 50 rupees for his troubles.
Certainly better than Big 20. The way that's one Metroid boss down for Wesker.
Indeed. No, nicely done there. This gives him one more item spot to check with the Kraid E-Tank.
Hopefully Mesyr remembers to check the Old Mother Brain location before heading. Looks like he is doing that.
He's heading up that direction, and just some blueberries waiting for Wesker there at the Kraid E-Tank. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If they want to do anything else, they're going to have to go to Wreck's ship. Otherwise, it's back to Link to the Past. Now I'm starting to believe that we might actually have an Aghanim Seed, because we have not found Moon Pearl or gloves, and we are running quickly out of locations.
Like, they could definitely go to Wreck's ship, but going there in just power suit with 3 E-Tanks is pretty scary.
Yeah, indeed.
They have a speed booster, though.
Yeah, they have speed booster, so yes, Wreck's ship is in logic. Yeah, I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't think otherwise. Oh, but I think Wesker might be considering it. I think he's going for
Either he's considering it, or he's just using this as a quick stop before heading back into Link to the Past.
Well, Bearman, I don't think he hasn't done Gauntlet or anything else here yet, so he might be checking those too.
That is true.
Nice,
sadly,
Spark.
yeah, sadly there wasn't much of anything in either of these locations.
Most he's gonna find is the Magic Cape, which we don't even know if that's gonna be necessary yet, because we don't know if Bumper Cave's in play.
Honestly, it's probably better to have it just so if Bumper Cave does have an item, you'd be ready.
Like I've always said, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Replying to a comment in chat, actually Bubble Mountain can't be the play, because this is on normal mode, not hard mode, so Bubble Mountain is not in logic right now. Besides, even if hell runs were required, they don't have enough E-Tanks to consider it. You need various... Sorry, go ahead.
If you were to do a hell run, wouldn't it take like 5 E-Tank?
Yeah, I think it's like 5 E-Tanks unless you've got Varia. So even if they were considering Hell runs, it's too early. Wesker now doing his gauntlet run. Again, there's not much going to be there. Meanwhile, Mesyr on his way to Kraid. Now, as of right now, aside from wreck ship, there is one other item location that at the very least Wesker can check. Whether or not he wants to go out of his way to check that one spot is probably up to him, but there is the infamous waterway in play.
I've seen many a time where waterway had the necessary item.
Same here. Same here.
It's like, oh, what's here in waterway? Oh, it's fire rod.
Yep, I think I've been there for one of those kind of races. Yeah, like we said to Soul Blazer in chat, yeah, you could possibly do a hell run into Upper North Fair, into Bubble Mountain, but by the logic, it's not required. And again, even if this was hard mode and technically would be, you need at least 5 E-Tanks to even consider it. The logic accounts for you having at least 5 E-Tanks. Some people can do it with less if they have Speed Booster, but it's not in logic. Meaning if he did do that, there's no guarantee there'd be anything of value over there. Answer your question, chat. No, waterway only requires Speed Booster because you can use the Speed Booster on the platform above it and then Shine Spark across. So you don't need gravity. You just need the Speed Booster. And Mesyr had to take Kraid to the prom, but he takes him down.
He's also in a bit of trouble there because he was getting pretty low on health, but he got it.
Yeah, cut that one a little close. All right, what's Wesker to do? Is he gonna go for it? I think he's going for it. Ooh, almost thought he didn't get that there for a minute. He's gonna miss the bottle, but not really a big deal.
Yeah, I can just pick that up.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Ooh, nice mock ball there to get underneath, so you can check this underwater.
Just a piece of heart.
Revolving Onslaught, just to give you an idea of what I know here, because I have my own tracker up that accounts for the logic, and it's counting waterway and logic, meaning that no, it does account for the short charge. So with short charge, you can do waterway, and it is in logic.
And it's not even a short charge either. That ledge right above the spot where you need to Shine Spark is just enough space to get a Shine Spark in.
Yeah, I've seen runners do it with just having barely enough room, so no, it's counting for it in the logic. But again, it's a way out of the way check. It's only one item. The odds of it having a significant item are pretty slim right now. I can understand a lot of runners not going in, but in the meantime, Wesker heading into wreck ship. He's gonna check the one dead spot first, because you never want to do this while the spikes are active. And ooh, 300 rupees. Hey, we need that Zora money.
This is what we like to call the useless spike room.
Very fitting name. Now comes the fun part. 3 E-Tanks and a decent amount of ammo going into Phantom. As Mesyr picks up a speed booster, and here we go. The Phantom fight, the gatekeeper of Super Metroid. I have seen many of normal speed, any percent speedrunners lose their runs because of this one boss alone. And while it's not as big of a problem here in the randomizer, he's still a pain in the butt.
Yeah, because hcfwesker doesn't have any of the armor, so he's gonna take full damage from his attack. Which I think most of them do around like either 30 to 50 damage.
Not to a good start here so far. The trick with Fantoon is you can only use normal misses on him. Except for the last shot, because while he does take double damage, 600 points of damage from supers, he also goes into an enraged state if he takes a hit and is not dead from it. So you want to save your supers for your last shot, because if he goes in that enraged state, he's invincible during that time, and you waste a good 15 to 20 seconds as he sends wave after wave of fireballs at him. So you gotta play right, but he gets him down.
And another thing, if you don't have screw attack and you're just in power suit, that's a lot of attacks you gotta avoid.
Very nicely done there by Wesker. Gotta pick up some health and ammo refills there to make up for what he lost. But that means Wreck Ship is pretty much open to him now. There's only a couple spots that'll be out of logic, but most of the items will be available. So we'll see if he finds anything good here.
We also missed Mesyr checking out a bit of Bubble Mountain, but I don't think he checked much. Let's see what this back item is. Just a heart piece.
Not much there. Gonna check the item on the other side there, and our first reserve tank of the match. We haven't seen one of these yet. Mesyr now checking out Spectral Rock Cave here and Link to the Past. We already know that's not much, but there's still something up there. Oh, and Wesker's gonna save real quick because he's gonna check that one spot in Wreck Ship that nobody likes.
The Spike Room of Death. Given he's just in the power suit right now, it's very much going to be a Spike Room of Death for him. So I think, like... go ahead.
I was gonna say, he's also he doesn't have much health. He's actually gonna stock up on health real quick because he wants to make sure he's got at least something going.
If I remember right, the spikes themselves do 50 damage, but the platforms deal a lot more.
Oh! Speaking of, taken down instantly.
Yeah, I think those spike platforms do 150 damage if you're in power suit.
And just like with Waterway, this is a spot you really have to check, especially now while you're here, because I've seen a runner skip this because they couldn't do this area without stuff like grapple beam and stuff like that, and it ended up having a critical item that cost them the entire race. Like, this one room cost them the race. So Wesker's gonna have to hope that either Mesyr doesn't check it because of the same problems he has, or there's nothing there. Preferably there's nothing there.
Also, Ancient Gamer corrects me, the bottom spikes do 100 damage, but the platforms deal 200.
That explains why he died so fast. All right, Wesker now checking out the right side of the attic here. Dealing with these gong droids, as I like to call them. And just in a bomb upgrade there at the end.
Mesyr picks up his Cane of Brian. Oh dear.
Like he's gonna check Sick Kid. Ooh, Wesker's in trouble again. Oh, just a reserve tank.
And this seat's been pretty stingy on a lot of things, but it's just handing out items ever so slightly here and there.
Indeed. Just triple bombs there at the Wreck Ship Reserve.
Yeah, that's right. None of them did the escape sequence at Hyrule Castle.
No, we have not.
That's something we've forgotten about entirely. Thankfully, this will be pretty quick for Mesyr with both Pegasus Boots and Master Sword. He's going to be destroying these guards.
Indeed. The heart piece there for Mesyr, and the small key for Wesker for the heart piece. Mesyr getting a. Did he check the other spot?
Other spot. The uncle area.
Yeah, the spot on the left side there. Because I missed it. No, he did check it. Okay, because I see it on his map. Or no, he's going back to it. He didn't get it. He's about to, though.
I think he didn't have any super missiles.
Ah, fair enough. It's just a big 20 anyway. A 5-arrow upgrade there for Mesyr. That's our first item in Escape. That's counting Sanctuary as well.
Which means, like, unless like Peaches, or not Peaches, Princess Zelda's chest has something else. Like, did he already get the map?
Yes, he got that in Sanctuary.
So that means the rest of the items he's going to find here are all items.
Yep, that includes the Dark Sewers and the back end. Gonna just go tank. Oh no! He tried to tank the Chain Guard Knight and paid for it.
It was setting up the intended Death Warp, but not the one he wanted.
No, now he's gonna go all the way back. That's gonna cost him a bit of time there. Wesker is gonna finish up here in Wreck Ship, heading to the bowling room.
I think he was trying to set up a short charge, but kind of hard to do with the buffers.
Indeed, he's gonna have to take some damage from the spikes. But we're gonna set up for a little bit of bowling here. Okay, so the Jozo statue now setting up for the shot. Lining it up, very nicely done. And now he begins the approach. Clearing the spikes out of the way. Not even worried about the obstacles. And now he's suddenly heading downstairs.
That is a gutter ball.
And he just drops the ball. Interesting. Good thank Wolfman for that idea. He did that once. Alright, he's gonna try again to set up for the death ward. 300 rupees at the bowling room.
He's at 1 extra health, but you could just drop 2 bombs.
Oh! Flippers! And 300 rupees again for Wesker as Mesyr takes the death ward.
Considering the 300 rupees he found before Wreck Ship, I think he's pretty loaded right now.
He's guaranteed to got enough money to probably finish the game. At the very least, he's got at least Zora and Village of Outcasts.
Then again, Mesyr's pretty close to the Zora money too. He's only 20 rupees away.
He hasn't even done Wreck Ship yet. Wesker's making sure to pick up his green potion there.
I always found it weird that the Zelda terminology for the snakes is...
Oh! Moon Pearl in Escape! My god, so all we need now is a Power Glove and we have Dark World access. That Aghanim play is looking a little less likely right now, my friend.
Yeah, it was definitely looking like that earlier, but given what we found so far, it's almost dead.
Yeah. All we need now is a Power Glove. And considering we've got 3 items back here and a few other checks left to go, let's see what we have here in the back of Escape. We have piece of heart, 50 rupees, and a big 20. So it's not here in Escape.
But he's got more places to opened up now, because he's got Tobo under the bridge, Waterfall of Wishing, and of course, Zor Ledge and King Zor himself, or as I like to call him, King Ripoff.
Yeah. Also, it was Green Pendant Desert. That was the one we missed earlier.
Yeah, the tracker already had that listed up before.
Shout out to our track of Mind to Me, who's keeping track of things there. Nicely done.
There's also the fact that both runners have that mushroom. Actually, did Mesyr check the...
I'm pretty sure they both got it. Alright, let's see what Hobo's got for us here. Power Bomb Pack.
Not a bad thing. Yeah, Silver's on the island, but until they can get a mirror, that's locked off for them.
My question is if they, depending on how late they get that mirror, will they go for it? Because it's, because that's going to be pretty late in.
Yeah, given that it's there, I would miss out on it.
I guess it depends on how soon they get it. If they get it before, if they get the mirror before they get Dark World access, they'll probably go for it because it's an easy thing to pick up along the way. But other than that, maybe not. Heart Container and Missile Pack there in the waterfall. Waterfall.
Never a bad thing with the Heart Container because he definitely needs more health.
Indeed. Missile Pack on the Zora Ledge. Now it's time to find out what King Zora's got for us. For 500 rupees, will we have Life Lesson, Love Lesson, or Value?
Or we may not even have that. He could give this Validation Arrow.
That's a Life Lesson. Let's see. I'd call that a Love Lesson, technically.
Yeah, that's a health upgrade.
That leaves us with 2 item checks left. We've got Mushroom, and we've got Agina's Cave. Well, there actually is one other spot, because we could do the Eastern Palace play. Nobody's done that yet.
I think Mesyr's gonna go do that.
Makes sense.
Mesyr does have Mushroom.
Oh, look what Wesker's doing over here. He's checking that one spot there at Old Turian Tower.
He's gotta be careful here. Though he doesn't want to lose too much health.
No, definitely not. Nicely done. And just a reserve tank.
Thankfully, he saved before checking that. So let's see, after this Eastern check, what would we have left? I know there's the Magic Mushroom, I know that's one.
Here's what we've got. We've still got that one spot in Wreck Ship that Wesker missed earlier. We have Waterway, and then Link to the Past, we've got Mushroom and Agina's Cave after Eastern.
So that's just 4 item spots.
It's a very slim chance, but if we're going to find anything, it's going to be here in Eastern Palace. We're guaranteed to find at least 2 items. Guaranteed. Whether or not we need to go to the 3rd, we'll see. There's the compass to start things off. But yeah, given the layout of this dungeon, we'll find 2 of the items guaranteed. Whether or not we find the 3rd before needing to go to Armos Knights is up in the...
Yeah, it's always nice when you're able to get all 3 items before having to fight R mode.
Indeed. All right, and there's the big key.
I like
so
how
we find the
Wesker's...
map. Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna point out that I like how Wesker's money for a second there was right at 999, which is the vanilla max limit on Rupee.
Nicely done.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hook shot! That just opened up a few rooms.
Yeah, that's Eastern Death Mountain open.
And Tower of Hera, since they also have the hammer. And there's a heart container. So there's one item check left. If they find whatever they find in vanilla big key room is going to make is going to be the determining factor here. If they find the map, that means the Armos Knights have the last item, and they're going to have to come back later. However, if they find the item in that room in the map, that means the map's on the Armos Knights, and they won't have to come back here until they have the means to full clear the dungeon. They won't have to worry about items in this dungeon and just have to focus on getting the crystal.
But still, after this, they've got 9 more items open up.
Yeah, that might have just saved them from an Aghanim play. Because now he doesn't have to. He's got another hot spot of items to check. He's gonna go ahead and damage boost his way through the button, and it's the map. The Armos Knights have the last.
Womp womp.
No surprise, he's going straight to Death Mountain, though. He's going to go to the east side, and like you said, you know, we've got 8 items just on
9.
East Death Mountain alone with 9. There's 7 in
just...
Paradox Cave, and there's...
Doesn't Tower of Hera have 2 items?
Okay, well, I was just saying East Death Mountain alone. Tower of Hera is something different.
Yeah. I was counting total if they were going to, like, check Tower of Hera in addition
actually,
to
and then in that case you're still kind of incorrect, unfortunately, because that's 10. There's 2 items in Tower of Hera.
Right. I forgot about Spiral Cave.
Yeah. Anyway, Mesyr now heading into Paradox Cave. We got 7 items in here, so if we're gonna find something, it's likely gonna be here. Let's see. There's a missile pack and blue mail. Hey, we'll take that.
Defense up is definitely going to be needed with that low of health once we hit dark.
Indeed. And Wesker getting his Moon Pearl. Let's see what we got up here. Big 20. Flute. 10 arrows. Heart container. And a super missile pack. Sadly, Flute does not access much right now. That's a nice little movement item there.
Yeah, I'll definitely save some time checking a few other places, but for the moment, that sadly does not open much, if anything at all.
It really comes down to whether or not Misery Mire is going to be a thing.
Yeah, we haven't had a Dark World check just yet, so we don't know.
Super missile pack there on the floating island. Probably not going to be seeing that picked up.
So doing the smart play here of checking Hera first and then Spiral Cave.
That would be my way of doing it. Now, thankfully, they have the lamp, so they're guaranteed to be able to full clear this dungeon, and even if they have to do the dreaded basement run. And that small key is kind of cluing them in that they probably will have to. Ooh, Wesker going for the mushroom play. We're seeing some different item plays here. There's the map. So yeah, basement play is a go. And what do we get for the mushroom? Just a 5-bomb upgrade. Oh, Mesyr went for the coffee break strats, but overshot the block. So he's going to have to do a little dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dive.
Or if he wanted to, he could just put on cake and grab the wall.
You know, I'm surprised a lot of runners don't do that.
That's what I did whenever I went to a basement, but I messed up the block trick. So I just like, oh wait, I have cave. I'm just going to go hug the wall.
I know a lot of runners do that for, like, Ganon's Tower, but I don't see a lot of them do that here. Huh, interesting. All right, so Mesyr now going to grab what is guaranteed to be the big key here. Which means the two items have to be up top.
And also, just so nobody gets confused about these items here, well, I guess with the flute in particular, I'm going to share this image. Just so we get the clarification out of the way here.
So Wesker now doing all the checks that we saw Mesyr do earlier. Means all eyes are right now on Mesyr to see if he finds anything significant here on Tower of Hera. Is the one thing he's looking for more than anything is the power glove. He wants that power glove. If he gets that, he's going to be one happy camper. Let's see what he finds. There's an E-tank, so that's one item. He's going to go the long way around, it looks like. Oh, nope, never mind. He's going to go for the hook shot.
He's got to time that right, otherwise that little magic ball thing will knock him right off the platform.
No, but he timed it correctly, but unfortunately only for the compass, which means Trolldorm has the last item. And if you've played this game before, you know why we call him Trolldorm.
It's because he's a bully.
To say the least. Let's see how Mesyr does here as he takes on Trolldorm.
I think so long as he does the spin strats, yeah, Moldorm will never go in raid.
Yep, he got him down. Nicely done. What does he get for his troubles? Just a single rupee.
Oh.
But he also does get one of the 2 5-6 crystals, so that will be helpful later on. That might open up a spot for him, depending on how soon they get the other one.
Now, we did see the mushroom play earlier, so we know that one's out of the question. Is he not checking Spiral Cave?
Mesyr! Spiral Cave! What are you doing?
Where's he gonna go to now?
The only other thing he has left to check here is Agina's cave, unless he maybe realized what he did wrong and is going back.
I think he just forgot about, like, oh, I didn't do Spiral Cave. I gotta go back.
I think he's thinking about what he wants to do now. No, where's going to Sanctuary? What does this even have? Oh, is he going to do Mushroom? He's probably going to turn in his Mushroom.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
No, he's going back to Kakariko.
Oh, I think I know he's going to go activate his flute.
Ah, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Wesker's making the same play Mesyr did earlier and is going to do the Eastern play and get his flute here as well.
Indeed. Now here he got, yeah. Get his hook shot at least, but ladies and gentlemen, the goose is loose! Now he's going back up to Death Mountain. Now he's gonna go back and check Spiral Cave. Probably feels a little silly forgetting that.
Yeah. I think it was just like, it may have just been like he was going on autopilot there once he was done with Tower Hera. He's like, okay, I'm done here. Time to go out. Oh wait, I didn't do Spiral Cave. Crap.
Yeah, he got himself a little backwards there. Now he's really hoping this is something big so he didn't just waste his time. Thankfully, he's got the boots, so this won't be resident sleeper strats. And what does he get for all this trouble? 50 rupees.
Oh, no.
So that means we are down to Agina's cave. Neither of them have checked it. If there's nothing at Agina's cave, it's an Agadim play. But what is Mesyr doing? Gonna fly off. He's heading back to Kakariko again.
Try to think.
Hey, what's he doing? Oh, he didn't turn in his mushroom. He's going for the fake powder glitch.
Smart thinking. Of course, he's gonna wait for his magic to run out first.
Now, for those wondering what the fake powder glitch is, basically you're gonna empty all your magic. You're gonna go into the bat cave, and you're gonna use the Cane of Samaria on the bat thing. And as soon as you hit the button to activate it, you switch to the mushroom, and it thinks you have the powder, and it'll automatically activate it, like so.
I think it has something to do with. Or, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, probably not gonna be anything big here, but might get something. We'll see. Oh, the single arrow. Oh, that's punishment. Trying to break the logic, are you? Well, here, you get this.
I think the reason that works is that I think when switching over like that, it kind of messes with the item ID with all the items, and then just makes the game think you have magic powder when you don't.
Since it's the same spot, since the item is on the menu in the same spot as the mushroom, it makes sense. Because in the vanilla game, you would turn in the mushroom to get the powder. So they share the same item slot. So when you do that trick, the game thinks you're selecting the item that's there, and since it can't tell whether or not it's powder or mushroom, it just assumes it's powder.
My only question is, like, how would it still activate even though you got no magic? That's the weird thing.
That's the part of the glitch I don't truly understand, but who knows?
You would think that since you don't have any magic, it wouldn't activate regardless. But it's a glitch.
It's a version 1.0 glitch, who knows? Mesyr now, he's getting ready to head in direct ship because he hasn't been here yet. Now, he's got a little bit more health to work with. He might have a better chance of getting that item that Wesker left behind. And if that's an important item, that could cost Wesker huge. Again, I've seen when one person skipped that spot and the other person checked it and it was a critical item and it cost them the entire race. So this could, if there's a critical item in that one spot, this could be the game maker right here. If he's able to get to it. Of course, he's got to get to wreck ship first, which he's having a little trouble with. But yeah, between both runners, we have 3 item spots left to check. Now, 1 spot in Wreck Ship, Waterway, and Agina's Cave. Those are the only 3 spots that neither of our runners have checked yet.
Given that Wesker is already done with Wreck Ship, I can only imagine where he's going to go to after this, once he's done with all of Eastern Death Mountain and has finished up Hera.
Indeed. And yeah, we're talking the wreck ship E-Tank, the one that you have to really go out of your way, the spiked room of doom.
In the, what I like to call the flooded Chozo room.
Yeah, Wesker skipped that. He tried to go for it, but the spikes immediately killed him because he was very low on health, so the platform spikes just immediately killed him. So he just decided to say, forget it. But if there's something there, that could cost him. But now it's Mesyr's turn to take on Vantoon. He's got a little bit more health to work with here. And he's got a pretty good complement of ammo, so he should be in good shape for this fight.
Even still, he's still gotta be a bit careful and not take too many hits.
This is true. Vantoon can be quite the evil jerk.
Yeah, HG Gamers, we kind of said before, if it's a progressive item at the flooded Chozo room, then it's really gonna hurt Wesker here.
Again, I've seen races where that flooded Chozo room had a very critical item. I think it was the bow or something else last time. And one runner just couldn't get to there right away because he didn't know how to do that room properly. This as early on as it was. So he had to skip it, and it literally cost him the entire race.
Mesyr's gotta be careful here. He's down to one E-Tank.
Oh! Did he get him? Nope. No, he got in rage state.
Can he get it? Can he get it? No!
That it was too early. He wasn't red enough yet. I could tell. So he kind of screwed himself on that one.
I think if he would have gotten in a few more missiles on Kraid, that would have been the finishing blow.
Now he's going to have to go all the way back. That's terrible.
At the very least, since he's already checked some of the items, he can skip it while making his way back to Vantoon. But still, that's bad.
That's still a bit of a time sink no matter what. He cannot let that happen again. Considering he's already having trouble just getting in to wreck ship, that's just more time he's wasting. Now it's Wesker's turn to take on Trolldorm. See if he has as good as luck as Mesyr did earlier.
I think he's gonna opt for the hammer strats this time around.
Also, pretty good start so far. Very quick kill there. Nicely done.
Yeah, I think in that situation, it's best to like be as close behind to Trolldorm as you can, because I think it's really the front part of him that's the bumper, but the back part doesn't do much of anything, I think. What's Mesyr doing here?
Stocking up on ammo, it looks like. Ammo and health, making sure he's fully armed to the teeth.
Wesker doing a map check here? Yep, here we go.
Crystal 6 at Pod, Red Pendant at Skull Woods, Blue Pendant at Swamp Palace.
Misery Mire and Turtle Rock are both crystals, so we'll definitely need either one or two pendants.
He's gonna do Ice Spike Cave. Well, he's got the ability to check it, I guess. It's a bit early, but
He's got half magic. He can easily check it. Oh, but he forgot he doesn't have gloves.
Whoops! Kinda need that. Credit for trying.
It was a good effort.
As I like to say, good effort. Have some steak.
I think between Kane O'Brien and Cape, Kane is much more mana efficient when it comes to going through that cave.
He is going to activate his flute real quick, so everyone please rise with the Link to the Past National Anthem.
The last one for tonight. Yeah, like I'd imagine he either face palmed or just slammed his head against the desk. From remembering, oh, right, I don't have gloves.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen his screen and seen his stream and seen the look on his face if he's got his camera on.
Oh, Mesyr's having some trouble here. He's down to 53 health.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful. Oh, that's just a tease. Power Glove on Desert Ledge. And unfortunately, Mesyr taking another death to Fantoon. He really needs to do something about that. But Wesker finally checking Agina's cave.
Let's hope this is a progressive item.
Nope.
No.
Upgrade. I guarantee, I'm almost certain nobody's gonna run the water weight check. They probably don't even know if they're not even sure if that's in play yet, and that's way out of the way. I think I'm calling it now. I think Wesker's about to consider that Aghanim run.
Definitely a possibility.
But that's just evil. Power to tease you like that. The one item you need, and it's right there, but you can't get to it.
It's like, do you have a book to get up here? No. That is a darn shame.
One of the two, I'm calling it right now. One of the two items that we're looking for, one of the two items that are still available right now. One of those is the Book of Medora. But it matters not because Wesker is going into Aghanim.
First of our runners here to go to Aghanim. I will say the one nice thing about Aghanim's tower is that aside from like 1 to 2 rooms where you have to get, most of them you could just skip. Yeah, Aghanim was an era upgrade. No, neither one has done Super Bunny, though I don't think they can. Yeah,
even if they could, no, you can't do Super Bunny. And even if you could, again, it's out of logic. There's nothing there. And there's certainly nothing. The only thing they need is the glove right now, and that's not going to be at Super Bunny Cave. I will bet dollars to donuts. I would bet my life savings that Power Glove will not be at Super Bunny, whether it be Meyer Shed or Super Bunny Cave.
That would just be silly if it was. Like, why would it be there to begin with?
Exactly. And chat rightfully pointing out they can't do Super Bunny because both cases of Super Bunny need Titan's Mitts, the one thing we actually are looking for right now. So yeah, I win. Pay up, suckers.
Not necessarily Titan's Mitts, just the Power Glove.
No, you need Titan's Mitts for both because the only 2 Dark World portals that can access those caves are both require mitts.
Well, I mean, I meant more just getting that Dark World access. Like, we at least need Power Glove.
Yeah, but in order to check either of the Super Bunny locations, you need mitts.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting at.
Wesker ignoring that other red guard. Good choice there.
Just get the key and go. All right, well, since we're almost up to Aghanim, let's play one of our two guessing games here, folks. The unofficial one. How many blue balls are we gonna get tonight? If even in a perfect run, the maximum amount of blue balls we could be seeing here is 15. How many do you think we'll see?
Oh man, 15 blue balls in one fight. That's just terrible.
I don't think I've ever seen it happen. I've seen it come close, but I've never seen it actually get the full 15. It's very rare. But let us begin the count. Let's find out. Now, first shot's guaranteed to be a returnable a red shot.
Everything else is a 50-50.
There's one. Basically, it goes in a pattern of one guaranteed return. Oop, that's another returnable, so we're not getting the full 15 tonight. And then after 3 shots, it's a lightning blast. And then the shot after that is guaranteed to be a red ball.
Come on, Mesyr, you can do this.
There's 2. There's 3.
Come on.
There's 4.
Play nice, Aghanim. We're already dealing up with enough bad stuff tonight.
Yep. I think Mesyr's got a better chance now. He's getting close. There's 5. There's 6.
Mesyr did the super missile too early.
Oh, not again.
I think he can get through this. If he can just keep shooting at them. Yeah, okay.
6 blue balls.
Well, Crimson Raven got close. They get 7.
Yep. All right. First thing we're going to check is the pyramid ledge.
That's a gut.
Super missile pack.
So while the pyramid ledge may not have been as important as we wanted it to, we have Dark World access. That's the important part.
Indeed, and Mesyr has finally taken down Phantoon.
Oh, man. And the important part is, are they going to go check the flooded Chozo room?
That's going to be the play right there. But first things first for hcfwesker, it's time for Hyper Gripe Cave. How hype will it be? Considering how many items we're still looking for, there's a pretty decent possibility.
I think we're going to get ourselves the Hype Cave.
We'll find out. Let's see. Turning things off. Big 20. That's not a good sign. Let's see. We got Super Missile Pack, Heart Container, Piece of Heart, and Mirror. So, all right, so not a full trash cave. I'd call that maybe a roughly 4 out of 10.
And we got Mirror. That's pretty important.
It's a good item. It's not, like I said, not a trash cave. I'd say maybe a 4 out of 10. Does give him a few things to check along the way, though, since he'll be able to check cave south of Grove and as along the way, since he was already going to be heading that way. Let's see what old stuff he's got for us. Missile pack.
It's just got to be really careful here.
He needs to, at the very least, get to that safe spot before it's too late. He does not want to lose this progress he just gained. Actually, he's going to stop off and grab that reserve tank. He's got a little extra health. He's got the reserve tanks already still, so that'd be good. Ooh, Tempered Sword.
That is a nice fight. Also, I just realized we got Mirror out of Hype Cave. I'm
I'm gonna call it right now. I think those silvers are gonna get picked up because they haven't. They're gonna need to do Ice Palace anyway, so they're gonna probably pick those up along the.
Yeah, Ice Palace and Mesyr.
Yeah. All right, let's do the digging game.
Actually, not only that, we also got Eastern Palace and Pod as our crystal dungeon, so even more. Let's see if we're gonna get the meta item here.
24 digs for a 5-arrow upgrade.
Garbage.
Why did you save and quit? You could. Oh wait, he can't go to Village of Outcast that way. Never mind. Yeah, the right call.
Zip zoom, there he goes.
Yep. Well, thankfully he has hook shot. He can go the other way around into the village, so he might even stop off at Graveyard Cave since he hasn't gone that way.
Oh no!
Oh, please tell me he saved.
He did.
Huh? Okay, he saved in time. Hallelujah. That would have been devastating if he had to go through that.
Yeah, he's still gotta stock up on some health though if he wants to go check that area.
True that. But at the very least, he does not have to go through the trouble of killing Phantoon again. Oh, is Wesker gonna check out King's Tomb here.
Now I'm curious about how he opened it like that. How did that work?
It's a minor little thing. I don't know how it is. And gets a super missile pack.
'Cause I've seen quite a number of runners do that, and I'm not sure it works. Mesyr's almost here to the Flooded Chozo room.
What a truth.
What a truth.
Gotta make this count. There's the power glove at the graveyard ledge.
And Wesker's very happy to see it. Oh, space
jump. Not a required item, but certainly won't turn that down. Let's see if you can get back with it.
That's one thing getting here. It's another thing to get out.
He's got a reserve tank, so he won't be completely screwed if he takes a hit, but he doesn't want to take much.
Imagine he's gonna take this nice and careful.
Yeah.
Nothing on Bumper Ledge, which was just a big 20.
Yeah. Not gonna be seeing that picked up. Ooh, careful, Mesyr. And he made it! Now get to that save spot. Save. Save for the love of all that is holy, save.
He took a hit from that puffer enemy, but he's still got 90 health.
He had that reserve tank in play. Meanwhile, Wesker gonna be starting his run here in Skull Woods. Finds the big key very early on. And he is definitely gonna save. Good call, Mesyr. Good call. Nice bomb jump there from Wesker, getting the compass out of the big chest. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, despite Skull Woods being a pendant dungeon here, it's never a bad call to check this early.
Answer a question in chat. No, he could not Crystal Flash because of that reserve tank. If he loses another 40 health, then he can Crystal Flash. But because he had that reserve tank, he could not.
You might be considering it, though.
Considering it, yeah. Once he drops enough, no, he's getting some health up, so he might not be able to. No, there's one of our 2 items in Skull Woods, a missile pack. Answer a question in chat. For Crystal Flash, it is a technique you can use by holding down, I believe it's LR, and a couple other buttons, I forget which ones exactly. But if you're under 50 health with no full reserve tanks, and you also have 10 missiles, 10 super missiles, and 11 power bombs, since you have to use a power bomb to activate it, you'll enter this light ball, and it refills all your health.
Including reserves.
Including reserves. It's a very, very helpful item. Or a very helpful technique if you know how to do it and you're running low on health, but you got to be in very specific circumstances for it to go off.
I think some runners will use that during hell runs to refill health if they've got plenty.
Yeah, that sounds about right, crew.
Though I do remember seeing like a test run with 100% Super Metroid, and the task bot used Crystal Flash to get up and space jump required item with Golden Chorizo.
That's crazy.
Because I think what Crystal Flash did there is like, because Samus's hitbox changes while she's doing the Crystal Flash, it allowed the task bot to clip through that top block to get into that space jump only item.
Alright. Just a piece of heart there at the Sea House. Now he's heading over to the chess game as he's starting his run here in the Village of Outcast. Let's see, what do we get? Heart and gravity!
Our first armor upgrade for Samus. So that means if Wesker had picked up Space Jump at Wrecked Ship, that would mean Meridia is open.
Well, Meridia is technically open already, but yeah, it'd be wide open with it. Now he's going to start his run in D-Sound, probably save the bombable hunt for afterwards. There's 50 rupees, one of the first 4 items we find here. Or one of the first of 4 items, I should say.
I think the one thing I'll say this much, when it comes to Meridia, you know, having Space Jump is nice, but going in there without Space Jump or High Jump is going to be pretty annoying. Just trying to get everywhere.
Yeah, in vanilla game, you're pretty much expected to have those items going in. There's the big key for Wesker. But yeah, you're expected to have at least High Jump going in there.
Of course, granted, they could just wall jump like mad everywhere.
We found 2 items in Thieves Town so far.
And there's like, what, 5 items here, or is it 4?
4.
Yeah.
4.
So I think I remember, like, the only 2 dungeons that have 5 items is Ice Palace and Turtle Rock.
Yeah, Swamp Palace is the one with the most, with 6 items.
The loaded Swamp Palace.
And of course, it's a pendant dungeon, so of course you're gonna have to check it at some point, because you always check pendant dungeons.
Yeah, that... I think when I was going to get Oats and Goats, that was one thing I did at the very last, was check Swamp Palace, because it was a pendant dungeon, and guess what I found? The bad Titan Mitts!
And there's the compass.
Yeah, that's also true. Just because, like, Swamp Palace is loaded with items doesn't mean it's going to be good items.
True. But if there's one thing I've learned about the trolliness... Oh, Mesyr now... I think Mesyr just got his double took there. He just did a double take. He's like, wait, what? Oh, come on, man!
Doesn't even have the power gloves.
Okay, we got 2 chests plus blind left, and we've got 2 items left to find. So if we find the map at any point, we know blind's got the last item. There's a bloopy, not what he was looking for. Thankfully, they had to kill blind anyway, so no matter what, they're getting everything. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, they already got the map. He doesn't have the small key, so that means the only thing that Blind could have... Well, no, Blind could still have the item. Actually, no, I take that back. Small key's in the big chest. Blind could have is going to have the item. Because I'm pretty sure that's how it has to go.
Because Blind will never have the small key.
Pretty decent dodging there from...
Yeah, dodging the fact that he's got red shield too. Yep, that was the last item, and that's all items cleared with Thieves' Tale.
Yeah, because the small key has to be in the big chest, and obviously that's unnecessary, so yeah, it's locked out. And we don't need it anyway, so to heck with it.
I'm thinking where Wesker could go now, aside from checking Bombable Hut here. They could go check Pod, if they wanted to.
They could actually check Swamp if they really wanted to. Power Bomb there in Bombable Hut.
Yeah, Swamp and Pod, both pretty loaded in terms of items.
Yeah, and Pod's not full clearable yet, so we'll have to see.
I mean, unless Wesker goes for a potion glitch, but even then, you still wouldn't be able to get to the boss. What's Wesker doing?
My guess is he's going to pick up his silvers.
Yeah, he may be remembering, oh, silvers is over here.
Oh no, Mesyr's doing the same thing Wesker did, he's doing Spike Cave!
No, you don't have... You don't have gloves! Oh, that's a 2 for 2 with our runners.
And Wesker realizes he forgot he has to be in the dark world to get to the silvers. Our runners just getting lost all over the place here today.
And again, the seat's been pretty hard on them.
Wesker, you...
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, Wesker, you have Power Glove now. You can access the portal down there. You know that, right?
Oh wait, he's going to Pod.
Yeah, he's going to Pod, all right.
Mesyr, meanwhile, making the Aghanim Tower ascent.
Oh, I think Wesker changed his mind. He realized, oh wait, I can get the silvers this way. That's where I need to go.
I might as well grab him now.
So right now we need to find the bow. Probably the biggest priority for these guys. Where's... Oh, is he? Oh, I see where he's going. He's going to Meridia. He's going to the shopping mall.
He's taking the back entrance. Which is a good thing, because not only will it bring him right to Dragon, it'll allow him to skip Botwoon in time.
Indeed, and there's a lot of good items in there in Meridia too, so this is probably not a bad place when she's got that gravity.
You find it interesting, anytime any runner will take this back entrance to Meridia, there's like no music.
I know, right? Kind of adds a more haunting feeling sometimes. Of course, gotta watch out for these Metroids.
I think they'll slow you down, they'll just steal your health.
Still annoying.
And granted that Wesker doesn't have space jump, he's gonna have to rely on these, oh! Almost got the wall jump there, but he's got it. Despite how far out that ledge is, it's still manageable. Although he's taking a save first.
Yeah, interesting.
I usually do the save after the boss. I mean, looking at his ammo right now, he's plenty good on ammo.
Indeed. Sadly, he... Oh, charge beam! Hey!
That's a good item to find.
Yeah, indeed. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do any of the common strats. Best he can do is shine spark attacks. He can't do plasma. He can't do microwave. He can't do grapple strats. All he can do is this. Also, little something I learned about this. These little mini dragons. One of them is actually spelling out a message.
That message being Keiko love.
Yes. This was just recently discovered not that long ago, but yeah, one of those mini dragons is spelling out Keiko love. One of the developers of the game snuck that into the programming after a late night binge. Very interesting little secret there.
Oh no, he got cocooned.
It looks like he's just gonna go for basic attack strats here on Dragon.
He did get one Shine Spark attack in, but yeah, he's gonna stick with regular strat. I do find it interesting that the regular missiles seem to stagger Dragon a bit.
Yeah, just let him get a few more shots in.
There we go.
Nicely done. Had very little trouble with that fight.
And still got plenty ammo to spare.
Indeed. Let's see if this pays off for him. What was Dragon hiding? Just a missile pack.
Now, granted, he doesn't have space jump, so he's going to have to short charge out of here.
Thankfully, he pulls it off without too much trouble.
Now, this part here, however, it's a different story.
He's gonna go for the gravity glitch. Nicely done.
Yeah, he could have
if you
done
turn
that.
off your gravity suit.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna explain real quick. If you turn off your gravity suit mid-jump, it'll basically make you super jump a little bit underwater. Very helpful trick.
Yeah, he could do that or do the infinite bomb jump, but the super gravity jump is much quicker to do. So usually with my routing here with Meridia, if I do Dragon first, I go check Plasma, and then if there's nothing at Plasma, I save, and I just head down to the, I guess it's just called the Snail Room. Check out both sand pits there.
Yeah. The ever-popular sand pits. Mesyr now doing his hype cave, gonna get his mirror here.
How well did he do with the Aghanim fight? I hope
he did pretty well from what I could tell.
Hopefully he didn't get as many blue balls as...
Oh, X-ray scope at post-bot wound.
Granted, he doesn't have plasma beam, so he's still missing the integral part to the microwave. But even then, all the bosses that would have been useful to have the microwave strat on are all dead. Save for Botchwoon.
Yeah, which he's gonna skip anyway. Gonna check the upper aqueduct here. Gets 300 rupees on one side and an E-Tang. Well, we can use a little more health.
Yeah, just needs a couple more if he wants to do the stand-up glitch.
Of course, he's gonna save real quick before checking out the sand pits.
Meanwhile, Mesyr is going to be heading to Swamp Palace.
Ooh, this could be interesting. If he finds anything of value there, that's gonna be huge.
It's not a bad call, all things considered.
No. Not the worst play you can make, considering there's not many things in Dark World to check that hasn't already been checked by Wesker. The gamble one way or the other, but not a big one. And Wesker is indeed heading up to Plasma. He's gonna check. Or actually, no, he's not heading to Plasma. He's heading up for Yellow Meridian.
To the watering hole.
Mm-hmm.
He may be going to check this and the Mama Turtle room, and if there's nothing at either of these locations, he'll save and quit back to the snail room.
Makes sense.
And if there is something here, then it's just a short trek back anyway.
Oh, Bombos.
That's 2 out of the 3 medallions.
Considering we don't know what medallions are required for either of those dungeons yet, that might be something worth holding on to. Wesker gonna save again now that he's got that Bombos medallion. He doesn't want to lose that. And an E-tank for Mesyr. Now he's gonna check the sand pits.
Right side first.
Looks like Mesyr's gonna skip left side swamp for now. He's got 4 items, so if he finds all 4 items along the way, it'll be good. Ooh, Swagnet! And a big 20 on the right side. All right. Ooh, high jump boots and the map for Mesyr there in Swamp.
High jump and space jump, that's a very good combo there.
Indeed. What's Wesker gonna find here? Missile pack and ooh, Book of Medora.
That's
He's
definite.
gonna take that.
It's a tad bit annoying getting up here, but not too bad. I know getting up there without spring ball is kind of annoying. But I think so long if you do the wall jump into Morph Ball, it's pretty manageable.
Indeed, Mesyr now taking on Argus. Now, as chat points out, though technically they already had access to this, now with the Book of Medora, they're guaranteed to get their mitts from the Desert Ledge. Though they already had that after they got the mirror, since they could flute over to Misery Mire and then just mirror to get those mitts. But with the book, it's now guaranteed.
Of course, they don't have to complete Desert Palace either. They could just go in there, get their tight mitts, and be good.
And just a missile pack there at the Shine Spark location.
Main Street.
And a bomb pack on the other side, which I don't think he's going to go for. I think his next stop's going to be Mama Turtle.
Yeah, I think at this point he's pretty good on Powerball. Have we ever keeping track on how many items Mesyr's found in Swamp Palace?
I think he's got maybe 1 or 2 left. I didn't see what he got in the waterfall room, but I did see what the rest of the stuff he got. All right, Mama Turtle, we find a missile pack on the pedestal. What's in the wall? I could not see that. What was that? Just a super pack.
Not entirely needed since they've got charge beam, but until we find plasma, those could still be pretty.
So he's not going to check plasma since technically that's out of logic, but that's it for Meridia otherwise. That also means that as of right now, aside from Waterway, there's nothing to check in Super Metroid that neither of our runners have checked. Our runners have pretty much checked everything they can here, so it's likely whatever we're looking for is going to be in Link to the Past. It's almost guaranteed at this point. And Wesker, he's got that book. He knows exactly where he's going. He's going to desert.
I think with the current combo that Wesker has, if he were to fight Mother Brain with just charged Spazer, I think it would take somewhere around like 90 or so charge beam shots just to finish off Mother Brain.
Wesker got the small key there in that first chest, so he's going to check the right side desert. It looks like Mesyr's going to be heading over to Catfish.
We haven't seen the Catfish play just yet. Or no? He's going to hookshot across. Oh wait, he still needs gloves to get past.
Oh yeah, he's close to where they are, so once he checks that graveyard ledge, he'll be happy. But oh no, don't skip the graveyard ledge. Oh, he's going around. He's going around. He's good. He's good. He's also going to check King's Tomb. Here, what's on the torch? Compass. That's not getting touched. Powder. He hasn't checked that yet, so he doesn't know that what's there.
We can go all the way over there just to get his validation arrow. Oh wait, didn't he do that earlier with the fake powder glitch? Or was that Mesyr that did that?
That was Mesyr that did that. Because Wesker turned in his mushroom immediately. That also means he does not have to full clear desert. He could just pick up his mitts and get out of there, but he's still gonna go for it.
That's a quick dungeon. Or, no. Yeah,
no, he just realized, wait, I don't need to do this.
I got my mitts. I'm out of here.
He's gonna go to Mesyr. At the very least, he's gonna check Meyer's shed and checkerboard cave.
Now Mesyr's got his gloves.
Ooh, Bombos. He can access Mesyr immediately.
Access and full clear if he wanted to.
Indeed. E-Tank. And E-Tank.
Samus is going to be pretty tanky after this.
Next up, checkerboard cave. Wave beam. Ooh, you're not turning that down.
That alone drops the amount of charge beams required to kill Mother Brain down to like 60. So I'd say once they find plasma, they'll be golden in terms of damage.
Wesker gonna take a quick check here. And gets another E-Tank for his trouble. Oh, is he gonna go in here and tail Gold Chorizo without Various Soup?
I think he's just gonna check what these items are. Left side's an E-Tank.
And a heart container.
Yeah, not worth it. So at the very least, he can just full-on skip Gold Chorizo. Because the other thing back there is a bunch of health items. And he's pretty good on health.
Yeah, he's solid on that one.
That's Ancient Gamer points out, space jump not required. Yeah, that would have been bad for Wesker if there was a progressive item back there, like Various Suit. Actually, no, Various Suit couldn't be back there.
No. All of that was out of logic.
It had to be something like either Fire Rod or Ice Rod there. Or perhaps even Quake if something like that was required to get into Turtle Rock. Yeah, or Bow. That could be another item.
Oh, wait a minute, Wesker. Oh, get your hype in chat, folks. We're about to get a pedestal check.
I don't blame him. I'm here. I could be cursing the seed right now and not even know.
And it is...
Time for a change of clothes. Oh, it's a tunic upgrade.
It's the red tunic.
Not required.
Nope, we're probably not going to be seeing that.
So we can all take a sigh of relief. I did not curse the seed.
You obviously haven't heard of my reputation, my friend.
But have you had 5 pet seeds in a row like I have?
I've been known to provide some of the trolliest seeds in any of these races. Even if it's not a pet seed, trust me, my reputation is well known. Ask anyone who knows me. It's legitimately surprising that I have not been banned from doing commentary just based on that alone.
Well, I think at the very least, Wesker is going to be checking to see what the medallion requirement is for Turtle Rock, as well as checking to see what's a hookshot. And Super Bunny Cave, too.
And possibly even Ether Tablet. He's got the book and the sword. He can check it. And what is required for Total Rock? Ether! So we could check.
That's bad for Mesyr. That means he has to go back to that wave room and ping Brinstar.
Won't be able to check much in Turtle Rock yet, especially since he doesn't have either rod, but at least he has it open for later. Time to check Super Bunny Cave.
Let's just pop in there real quick.
And 10 arrows. And a big 20.
Snore.
But now, as you said, time for Hookshot Cave. Missile Pack. Piece of heart. Another piece of heart. And another piece of heart.
The heart piece cake.
Yeah. Wait, is he? Is he going in? Yeah, he's going into Turtle Rock.
Madman, what are you doing? Don't have fire rod.
You can't check much in here, man. What are you doing?
Maybe he's banking on finding like a small key in that first chest.
Taking a bit of a gamble here, that's for sure. And he gets it!
And I don't know what he's expecting to find here in Turtle Rock, but okay.
I think this is an unnecessary gamble here. Because you're not going to find both rods in here. The odds of that are just so slim. Nice setup there.
I mean, let's not forget, this is a randomizer. Anything could happen. Within reason, that is.
True. Just with how much we have left to check, the odds of both rods being here are so small, it's just not worth the trouble. The answer to your question, Chad, actually, I've seen a run. I've commentated a run where someone got 3 sword progressions literally right at the beginning in Kakariko Village. So, yes, I have seen that.
Because it doesn't matter how far he gets in, he doesn't have Fire Rod or Ice Rod, so he can't fight Trinex.
No. And again, while there's a small chance that one of those rods are going to be there, it's next to no chance that both rods are going to be here.
Of course, he could also be coming through here to check Mimic Cave, too. That could hold something.
It's always possible. As Mesyr takes out Blind, gets his second crystal.
Given what this seed has shown so far, I would put past Mimic Cave holding something.
Alright, let's see if Mimic Cave pays off, and we find just a piece of heart.
Aww. There. He can't go any farther in, he doesn't have the big key.
No, that's as far as he can go.
That's as far as you can go, bud. Gotta go.
He's Fire Rod locked. All that, and at most he found, what, 1 item in the dungeon?
We'll have to ask him later why he decided to do that early dip into Turtle Rock. Meanwhile, where is Mesyr going? Oh,
he's gonna get his silvers.
Good call.
So Wesker's gonna finally make the proper Spike Cave check since he now actually can. Probably also check Ether Tablet while he's up here.
Yeah, I think it's gonna check Ether Tablet first, then go to Spike Cave. Or no? Just goes. Gotta go Spike Cave first. So now we are getting a proper Spike Cave check. Like Wesker, Mesyr is going to be going in the back of Meridia here. Or oh, he's taking the portal.
Ooh, Butter Sword.
Well, you won't have to worry about damage.
Nope. Gonna slice through them like butter.
I think someone pointed out an interesting little fact with Mothula is that even though Butter Sword does max damage, for some reason, it does nothing against Mothula.
That used to be the case. In earlier versions of the Link to the Past logic, that was the case, but they have since amended it so that he does take damage to Butter Sword. The reason why is because the spikes around also do Butter Sword damage. So to make it a little more challenging, they set it so that he was immune to specifically Butter Sword damage. But considering you were never supposed to have Butter Sword going into him, E-Tank at Catfish, but so the developers of the Randomizer have amended it so that while he still doesn't take damage to the spikes, he will take damage to the Butter Sword.
But you know, given by the game's logic, that it makes perfect sense why they'd use that kind of logic. In terms of Randomizer, that's just something bad to have.
Exactly. Again, the developers never intended you to have Butter Sword going into Mothula, so they figured, okay, we'll just set the spikes to Butter Sword damage and make Moth immune to Butter Sword. But because they figured, well, they're never supposed to have Butter Sword going in there, so why bother? Why worry about that? They never. You couldn't exactly anticipate something like this existing 10, 20 years down the road, much less as long as it was for us.
Mesyr, what are you doing? You have Speed Booster. Oh well, he clipped through them pretty quickly. One thing's for sure, this is going to be a lot faster for him since he's got Space Jump. Just fly right by.
Indeed.
One of those mock droids would just be like, I want to go with you too.
Nope.
Wesker's setting up for a bomb jump. Can you get it?
First try every time. Oh no!
Banging himself up against the wall out of anger.
Oh, that's sad. Nice spin slash there to take out those ducks.
Oh shoot, is that not the command? What command was it?
I think you need you actually need to make a clip and then you link the clip with the command.
Oh, that makes sense.
So if someone wants to help us out by clipping that, that'd be greatly appreciated.
It's always funny just to see something like that happen. Lord knows that's probably going to happen to me on a run. Yeah,
yes.
The ice palace bounds.
That needs to be clipped. Please.
And Dragon's down for Mesyr.
Nicely done.
Oh, just a green rupee in that one chest.
Was that that the first item he found in ice, or was that the second? I missed the first chest he checked.
I think that was second.
Oh, there's number 2. There we go. Ancient Gamer with the clip. Wesker, you missed a chest. Oh, he's probably going the long way around and checking that one chest first, and then he's gonna come back and check all that.
Or maybe he's gonna go for the boss first.
Interesting. Gambling. Either he grabbed that third item and I'm not aware. He must have grabbed the third item, and he just figures he's done. I'm gonna assume that's what happened there, because otherwise that makes no sense.
Oh, Damon got the clip as well.
Wesker immediately using Bombo, since he doesn't have fire rod, but that helps. Can he get the quick kill, the corner kill? Tried to, but those ice blocks got him.
Either way, they're dead.
Down goes Cold Stare. And there's the map. So yeah, I'm gonna assume he got the last item, so he didn't need to check the rest of the chest.
Either way, that's Ice Palace done.
Wesker holding a pretty solid lead right now.
The only question is, where's that bow? And for that reason, where's the fire and ice rods?
It's a good question. Those are still eluding us here.
That and Various suit.
Yeah, we're missing quite a few items here. Oop, I think he accidentally jumped off the cliff. He was gonna go to Mesyr.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mesyr only has 2 items?
That is correct.
It has abundance of keys, but only 2 items.
Yeah, it's one of the. That's why it's not one of the. It's one of the least favorite dungeons in the game because of that. All of those kit chests, and only 2 of them are worth anything.
Although, let's see if this dungeon's gonna troll him, and he'll get the big key in the very first chest he checks. Mesyr sees that book and he's gonna go for it. Oh!
Ooh, that's not fun.
It would be nice, but also probably make the sword a little bit too OP. What if, like, you know, with every upgrade you give the sword, the sword beam takes the damage of the last sword? So, like, Tempered would have Master Sword damage, and Butter would have Tempered Sword damage.
I don't think I'd make it that OP, considering it's very hard for you to hold on to that much health to use sword beams, but it would be nice. There's Plasma.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Wesker's very good on damage right now.
Yeah, even though he doesn't need anymore, he technically has Microwave now.
Although I think what's most important right now is that he's got more than enough damage to deal with Mother Bright.
Indeed, the only other beam he needs now is Ice Beam. Gonna head into the tile room here in Mesyr. Check the chest up there. He's still looking for two things, the big key and the last item. And that is not what he's looking for.
I think without Ice Beam, the amount of shots it would take to defeat Mother Brain is around 30.
It's not so much for Mother Brain you want the Ice Beam, it's more for the Metroids. Because then you don't have to waste a ton of power bombs.
I was just talking about just damage and whatnot. But yeah, Ice Beam's definitely useful against the Metroid.
And now it's time for what I call the worst cutscene in the game. All the wall-moving cutscenes are about the same length. This one's the worst because you don't even get to see it move. You just get to sit there and see the room shake for a minute.
Also, a friend of mine has a suggestion for this randomizer. Instead of just like Link shooting those like circle things at full health, he wants Link to shoot laser beams.
I see that. That'd be funny.
Like maybe something to...
Vanilla...
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, Vanilla Big Key. Hey, he wants vanilla ice cream.
Like maybe it'd be something akin to like the those like wave shots that the Wizrobes.
So Wesker now gonna check big chest and the chest after it and see if he can find that last item he needs.
Damon bringing up a good point. Just give Spacer to Link since Samus doesn't want to use it.
And just a bloopy in the big chest.
And so he doesn't need to check any of the other chests. He's just good to go right to Vitreous.
Yep.
But still, finding Plasma here is a pretty good find.
You bet he's only got a couple bosses left to kill in Super Metroid, so it's not going to be that valuable to him. So especially since at this point, by the time they find Various suit, they're only going to need to take out Ridley. I'm pretty sure Crocomire is pretty much dead in the water. We're not even going to touch him.
Yeah, though we still need to find that Various suit. Only question is, where is it?
Well, to be fair, we've got a lot of places to check. We've still got both tablets in play. We've got the Frog and Lunchbox combo. We've got Peg Cave. And we still haven't even looked at Pod yet. So we've still got quite a few places left to look.
And Mr. Full cleared Swamp Palace, right?
I don't think he full cleared it, but he came close. All right, time for Wesker to take on Vitreous, and with those silver... Oh, no, he doesn't have the bow. That's right, never mind. He's going to have to rely on cape strats. Thankfully, with Butter Sword, this will be no problem. Takes him out real quick.
Yeah, that was pretty quick. The only annoying thing here is that at full health, the sword beams take priority over the actual sword slash.
Still took him down relatively quickly, so nicely done there by Wesker.
So that's 4 crystals, just 3 more to go. But unfortunately, of those 3, we are locked out of all 3 of those.
Yep, because we've got Turtle Rock, which requires the rods, Pods, which requires the Pod, and Eastern, both of which require the bow. So it's either going to be somewhere in Super Metroid, though there's not many places to check for that right now.
We still have Waterway.
Yeah, we still have Waterway, but Link to Pass is probably going to be the better option since there's still quite a few places left there to check. Oh, is he going? Why is he going here? He's already cleared it. He already got both items out of here. Oh, you know what it is? Isn't
green pendant?
Yeah, desert green pendant. He's thinking Sir Hassela.
Plus, this is pretty quick. And with Butter Sword, he can make short work of Landless.
That is true.
Now, I'll say this much, getting a bit off topic here, but I always find it weird whenever I play Oracle of Ages, and I get Cane of Samaria in that, and I keep forgetting, oh, this game doesn't have magic. I could just use Cane of Samaria all I want. The only sad part is it doesn't have that 4-way, like, little magic shot that, you know, the one on Link to the Past does.
Oh no, he didn't get the last item. There's still one left, but he got himself a missile pack. But he's got the green pendant as well.
And meanwhile, Mesyr got his Titan Mitts. Watch, we're gonna get to Sahasrara and he's gonna give us one of our necessary items.
Well, if he does, it looks like Mesyr will get it as well, so won't be that big of a problem for either of our runners. But let's find out. That would be the god play there, Damon Cord. Because with him right there, he could clear both Pod and Eastern in no time if he gets the bow right now. Let's find out. What does the old sage have for us today? Just a 5-bomb upgrade.
Boo. That's not what we need.
So instead, he's just going to take the gamble and pay a visit to everyone's favorite extortionist, Kiki the Monkey, 110 rupees down the drain.
I wouldn't say down the drain. Not like down the drain and how it would be with King Zora.
It's not a full ripoff, but still.
Would you rather him extort out 500 rupees just to get into Pod?
I'd rather he extort nothing, to be honest.
Well, what else is that monkey gonna get out of this?
What is he going to spend those rupees on anyway? Let's be frank here. But anyway, time for us to start our run in what Dr. Bob Tass likes to call the Mullet Mansion. For those of you new here, we call it that because most of the keys are usually located towards the front, and more often than not, the items are located towards the back. So like any good mullet, it's business in the front, party in the back.
So is he gonna try to go for a potion glitch here?
I think so. Yeah, he's taking intentional damage. He's setting up for potion glitch.
Let's hope this works. Oh yes, it works.
Nicely done.
For those of you that don't know how that trick works, when you use a potion while you're moving through that hallway, I think right as you pass that middle torch on the wall, that tricks the game into thinking that you're still moving around. Because normally when you go into that mimic room, the camera is stationary. But after pulling the potion glitch, it will follow you instead. The room also does not check to see whether or not the mimics are actually dead. It just checks to see if they're off screen. So by manipulating the mimics to go off screen like that, you can clear the room.
Good job grabbing that grabbing that big key when he did. That's gonna save him some time. That also saves him a lot of keys there, which he's gonna need for the back end of Pod. And a missile pack.
And just missile packs galore. And another key.
He's gonna need to get at least one more key. If he needs a key and the bow to full clear this dungeon. If the bow is here, he's gonna be in really good shape.
I've seen it happen before.
As have I. So I don't count out the possibility.
What's he doing? Why is he going in there?
I think he just realized he set himself up wrong. He should have left it alone.
Goofball.
He got himself lost. He doesn't know what to do.
No, I think he's trying to bonk across. Yeah, there we go. I just got to reset just so those bumper enemies are not in the way. There we go.
That's what you want to do.
Now, knowing him, he could go either left or right, because... Actually, right would have more options for items. Because that's 4 versus 3.
Never mind. He's good. He's got enough now.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
Various suit!
There's Varia. Now Bubble Mountain's open.
He's technically speaking, he's in go mode for Super Metroid. But he needs that bow, and he's still got 2 items left in Pod. There's a missile pack. There's one.
And I believe he's found Mapper.
Oh, Fire Rod.
That's pretty important.
And there's the last item. That was a big 20, so he is bow locked from here. But he didn't go away empty-handed. He got Various Suit and Fire Rod. That's still pretty helpful.
2 fire-related items. One produces fire, the other protects you from fire.
Now he's trying to figure out where to go from here.
I think he's gonna go do Lower Norfair.
I think you're right. Then probably just exit out through that way and just check the rest of Norfair on the way.
The only thing is, he doesn't have Space Jump and he doesn't have Screw Attack, so this is going to be quite a slow climb for him.
Indeed. Just this room alone is going to be a pain.
Yeah, because he's got to do a infinite bomb jump just to get out. He's more than likely going to have to do the same thing once he gets to the worst room in the game.
Yeah, that's... He's going to prove why it's called the worst room in the game.
He's also got to remember to turn on Plasma Beam. Because right now, he's still on Spazer.
Oh, speaking of, he remembered.
Since he does have plasma, he doesn't need to worry about his super missile count, but he could probably still get a few more. Because I think compared to using charged plasma, super missiles are faster. Oh, he almost got the blue suit there. Not that it matters too much, since having Varia in Gravity Suit reduces the acid damage by a lot.
And here we are, worst room in the game.
I get rid of these blasted golden pirates. It's got the mid-air infinite bomb jump going.
Meanwhile, Mesyr working his way through Meyer right now. He's not going to get much out of it, but he does need to get that crystal. And he got his plasma beam by this.
Well, the most important item to get in Misery Meyer.
Gonna make sure to stop back and check Mickey Mouse room. Spring ball! Hey, not bad.
Not too important this late in the game, but still nice. No, Wesker's in Logic. This is definitely in Logic right now.
He didn't get anything in Pod that would have thrown him out of Logic, so he should be fine.
It's just that going through Lower Norfair without Screw Attack or Space Jump is kind of hard.
It's tricky, but it is in Logic and doable, so...
Like, he doesn't have High Jump either.
No, that was in Swamp.
Messer's gonna have a much easier time going through Lower Norfair once he goes through it, because he's got High Jump and Space. No Screw Attack, sadly.
No, we haven't found that on either runner's side.
I'm gonna laugh if we find it on the way out of Lower Norfair. Just watch, it's gonna be either in the Three Musketeers room or in the Ridley statue room. Actually, I'm curious, do people like refer to it as the Three Musketeers room or the Franker Z?
I don't know. He's gonna save real quick to be safe. Make sure he's prepared for what's ahead. Oh, nice use of the charge bombs. You charge your beam up and then drop into morph ball form, it'll automatically drop a set of bombs. If you have power bombs selected when you do that, it will drop a set of power bombs instead. Bit of a waste, but still fun.
After all, why drop one when you can drop several?
Gonna check out power bombs, a shame.
What's back here?
Just a heart container.
What's Mesyr going back into Misery Meyer for?
You must have forgot something. And now on to what I like to call the Rider Pirates. For any Toku fans out there, these guys do rider kicks like Kamen Rider. Oh, I've never seen that graphic glitch before.
I have a few times. It's pretty funny. Despite having I guess a mirror image there, it's not really a complete mirror image, since it can't fight.
No. And it looks like he's gonna load up on whatever weapon ammo he can get.
I think he's also loading up on health, for that matter. Yeah, like when you do the charge beam and then go into Go into Morph Ball, it'll drop like, what, 3, 4 Power Bomb?
Something like that. Now it's time for Ridley, the last of our Super Metroid bosses. Oh, he's got the pogo glitch set up. Couldn't quite hold it though.
Ridley's almost down.
Doing pretty good so far. He's gonna rely on super missiles from here on out to just wipe his health out. Alright, he's confident he's got him at low enough health now to set up for the sacrifice.
Yep,
he got him! Nicely done.
He is dead.
Means Turian is now available for Wesker at some point. And just a missile pack and the Ridley E-Tank.
So at this point, we're still missing Ice Rod and Bow.
Yep. Those are the two only required items for Go Mode. Everything else is optional, though having Ice Beam certainly wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't be too bad if he missed out on Ice Beam. It would just make things a tad slower.
Just zip past the Rider Pirates there as he begins his Norfair escape.
Nice speedball there. That is the right term for it, right?
I don't know. I think that's Mock Ball is what that's called, actually.
I thought Mock Ball was just doing the, normal, the jumping into a Morph Ball to keep your running speed, and then if you...
Oh, yeah.
See, I thought, like, adding the speed booster to it would make it Speedball. So I think that's what I saw in the Super Metroid speedrunning wiki.
And just a big 20 at the Firefly room.
Oh no, this room's in full dark mode.
He's in trouble. I don't know, what is he doing?
Oh, he's turning Spring Ball off.
This is tricky.
I think from here, it's not too hard to navigate your way back out.
He's gonna reset the... Probably gonna reset the... No, he's gonna go for it.
Yeah, because at this point, it's just going up and over.
Trying to be careful not to lose too much health here.
Not like those Xenomorph heads can do that much damage. As they're setting up for a bomb jump. Oh, but it got flung to the other side. The wrong side, I should say.
And just a no tank on the last part of the escape.
Damon, if it's for like the normal running speed, it's that first mock ball you put there. I think it'd just be confusing if mock ball was just used to refer to both. Speaking of which, we are at the Three Musketeers room. So yeah, sadly nothing here. But we do have Bubble Mountain to check.
We've got a lot of Upper North Fair to check.
So I know you said earlier that, you know, when nothing could be on Crocomire, but Crocomire definitely looking much appetizing now.
I won't deny that. We got a lot of Upper North Fair to check. Let's see if he gets anything before then.
First things first, he's gonna head to the Wave Beam room.
Gets an energy tank along the way. A little extra health certainly won't hurt. Gonna save his supers for now. And just a hard piece at Wave.
I think for quite a number of runners that first early item room in Lower North Fair, most do call it the Mickey Mouse room.
It looks more like Mickey Mouse than it does a heart. Like, I see why some people might see it as a heart, but it looks more like a mouse. So I think Mickey Mouse room seems more apropos. Like, it's even listed on most trackers as Mickey Mouse room. Alright, let's check Speed Booster room. We got 2 items over here to check. One above the door and one inside.
Doing some fanciful
some blueberries there.
Doing a bit of arm pumping while he was running.
Now, since he already has Speed Booster, the lava will rise here.
They find it funny that, like, yes, that potion was red, but it was a red potion, so that wasn't a palette glitch.
Not this time, anyway.
Oh,
this is where Bubble Mountain's going to prove the most difficult here for Wesker, because again, no space jump, no high jump, no grapple beam. He has to use bomb jumps to get up.
Yeah, so long as he stays consistent with the bomb jumps, I think he'll get up there just fine. He's just got just enough room to get up there.
Just barely. You couldn't cut that any closer if you tried. Just 50 rupees there in the first room, and then he's gonna go further in to see what else is the other 2 items in the back.
What do we have at Bubble Mountain Reserve?
There's our grapple beam.
Oh no.
So he had to go there to get that. That is insane.
That just made me realize, what if something is at... What if something's at Shack Tool?
Yeah, that is opened up now, isn't it? Ooh.
Let's
cross our fingers here.
Let's think for a second here. If nothing's at Crocomire, or it's like, if at the very least we find like Ice Rod or something, that still means we have to find both. Of course, if they find Ice Rod, that means Turtle Rock is opened up, and that place could have both. Although Calithan does put out that X-Ray is in logic. I don't think any of these runners have checked X-Ray.
No. X-Ray's been in logic for a while now, actually, even without grapple beam.
Same for waterway.
Did he not check lava bath?
Lava bath.
He just passed that room. That was lava bath in that previous room. Did he not check that?
I think he did before.
Oh, nope. Yeah, no, he didn't. Because I know I would have seen him go for it. He skipped it completely. Oh, he shot it? Oh, okay, missiles. Thank you, chat. I completely missed that.
I'm surprised he didn't want to go for Crocomire. Oh, no, wait. He's routing in the Ice Beam and Crumble Tower in first.
Yep.
He missed up his speed boosting there.
He'll get it this time.
Yeah, I think what he was trying to do was like jump after the gate. So what's an Ice Beam?
What do we got? Just a heart piece.
Wah, wah.
This is what happens when we start getting near the end and we're down to one item. Is that because we have a lot of places checked and there's very few of them that have anything good.
Well, technically 2 items.
I'm just talking in general. I've got a lot of locations, but yeah, well, with only 2 items left in play that we need, it's gonna become harder and harder to find anything good in most of these locations. What do we got here at Crumble Tower? He's just gonna run over there and grab it, and it's just another heartbeat.
A nice damage boost to get the other side.
He's going to the other side. He's going straight to... Oh, we're getting a Crocomire play.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. He was routing in Ice Beam to Crocomire.
And with Charged Plasma, this is going to be a joke of a... Wait, you've got Charged Plasma! What are you doing? You could one-shot him! He's actually wasting time here. He's got Charged Plasma. He could literally one-shot this guy. Hashtag not like this. Well, he takes him down, but still, that was a waste of time. And there's Screw Attack.
There was Screw Attack.
Oh, we're gonna see Mesyr check Ether Tablet. And just a big one.
Boo.
Gotta love that Croc fake out there. Like, oh no, do I have to fight him again? No, he's just come to die.
I find it weird how, like, he has, like, the strength to break those blocks, but then just kind of falls apart afterward.
Right. And
Like,
just a power bomb.
the way Mesyr gets his butter sword.
Wesker gonna save before checking downstairs. He's got 3 more items down there to check.
If there's nothing down there, then he's just gonna save, quit, and head on out.
Gonna check over here on the right first.
I can never remember if this is just, like, called the sine or the cosine room.
I don't know.
Okay, I know Ether was at the wave beam room and or like the wave gate room in Pink Brimstone. Varia was at Pod, and Fire Rod was
Also on Pod. It was in Dark Maid.
Yeah.
All right, on to Indiana Jones. Missile pack there on the right.
Oh, that's an interesting strat.
I've never seen that before. And
So
just super missiles.
Certainly no less impressive.
So that area was a complete bust. Meaning, I'm assuming he saw what was over in the missile area in Bubble Mountain.
Yeah.
So at this point, that's it for Norfair. Norfair was a complete dud. There was nothing in Norfair.
I mean, aside from screw attack, but at this point, it's kind of not really needed.
No.
We might have Wesker checking out Waterway, though I'm not sure if he's going to go for that.
Answer your question, chat. What are we still looking for? Bow and ice rod. Those are the only two things we've got left.
In the back of my mind, I knew bow was going to be the trouble item here.
It often is like an ice rod of all things, like the worst item to have left over, because aside from Trinex and Ganon's Tower, if it's required, it can be anywhere. There are so many places it could be hiding, and it's insane. All right, so it looks like Wesker's not going back to Super Metroid. He's going up, which means he's going to be checking two things: X-ray and Waterway.
Let's hope he does both and not just one over the other. While Mesyr's in pod, and hopefully if he goes through enough of this, he's going to be getting both. Wait, what's Wesker doing? Why is he going back down?
Wesker, is he going back? He's going back to Link to the Past. He's skipping Waterway. He's not going to check either one of those spots. I'm going to... How much Winnipeg is going to regret that decision later?
No? Where's he going? Why is he going in here?
He already checked this area. What does he do? Is he trying to go back to this Link to the Past? I think he was thinking about going back to the Link to the Past. He's going back to Link to the Past.
He may be taking a quicker route to Waterway. I don't know.
There's no quicker way.
He can't go up Red Tower.
No, he's going back to Kakariko.
Like, it's like he doesn't have space jump or ice beam, so he can't really climb back up. Not unless he plans on infinite bomb jumping his way up there.
No, instead he's gonna do the he's gonna pick up good old Jeremiah and do the Frogsmith Peg Cave lunchbox combo.
And thankfully, since he's done most of the checks here, once he picks up the lunchbox, he could just flute on over to Swan Palace and go right to the thief guy.
Indeed.
It's always so satisfying to clear out the pegs like that.
Indeed. What does he get for it? Just a piece of heart. And just some missiles from the swordsmith, so oh yeah, I forgot he hasn't turned in Magic Bat yet either. All right, Mesyr checking out the back end of Pod here. Going to be getting his various suit and fire rod pretty soon. But let's see if the lunchbox has got anything. Plus, while he's over here, he can turn around and well, he'd have to go a little bit around it, but he could also check the Bombos tablet, which we haven't checked yet. But what's lunchbox got for us? The bow! There it is!
There's our bow.
Now we are just an ice rod away from go mode.
What the heck was it doing in a lunchbox? Oh, Ancient Gamer brought up a point. He could have checked Bombos while he was over there.
That's what I said earlier, but he didn't. He's got everything he needs. He's got the big key. He's got the small key he needs. So he's going straight to the Mesyr King.
He full cleared all of this earlier. Meanwhile, Mesyr is working on fighting Golden Chorizo here.
Not gonna be happy with what he finds there, unfortunately.
But he's in the safety zone here. So no matter what Golden Chorizo does, Mesyr can't be hit.
Also, why did Wesker turn off his silver arrows? There he goes.
I think that it was mostly just to save on the frames a bit, because if he did put on silvers, it probably would have lagged the game a bit.
Now, when he completes Pod, he's gonna have another item location open up, because completing Pod will open up Pyramid Fairy. That's 2 more items right there. Hopefully that'll pay off. Plus, as chat points out, Armos Knights is still in play. And they still have an item on them, so there's a couple more items to check here. In fact, looking at my tracker right now, aside from the Bombos tablet, we've checked all overworld locations. All of that's left are dungeons.
Now, it could still be a thing that Ice Rod could be on Waterway.
Nicely done there, taking out Mesyr King. And of course, there's the map as we expected.
Well, Mesyr is trekking through Lower Norfair here with his combination of high jump and space jump. No screw attack, sadly, because that's with Crocomile.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that definitely looks like more like a Mickey Mouse than a heart.
Yeah. And he's not going to do Armos Knights. He's going back up to Death Mountain. What is he... Is he thinking he's just got the fire rod, so he's just going to try to check those items he missed in Turtle Rock earlier? Ugh. I don't like this play. At the very least, at the very minimum, finish off the Armos Knights, So that way, if the ice rod is in Turtle Rock, you could just quickly full clear that and go straight to Ganon's tower. There is no reason for him to be making this gamble. I hate to say it, no matter how you look at it, this was a bad call. I don't see any good reason to do that. See, even Ancient Gamer agrees with me on this one, and he's not exactly been my best friend tonight. He's disagreeing with me a lot, but even he's like, what the heck, man? This makes no sense. There's no reason to do this before doing Armos Nights.
At this point, Wesker's got the lead, but he's making a bad play here.
I mean, yeah, he could find the ice rod here. I'm not discouraging that idea, but no matter what, you'd still want to do... Well, there's the big key. We were expecting that, but yeah, at the very least, you'd still want to do the Armos Knights. That way you could just go right to Ganon's tower. This just seems like a waste of time.
Because guess what? Once you're done here, you gotta go back and complete freaking Eastern Palace to get your last crystal. Then you gotta come back.
Yeah. And how you look at this, he goofed.
He done goofed.
Look, I don't claim to be an expert at Link to the Past by any stretch of the imagination, but even I know a bad decision when I see one. And how unfortunate that the ice rod would be your last item. And our tracker reminded me, confirming that, yeah, his tracker shows that Eastern Palace is a crystal and there's still an item remaining. Again, it's not a mismarked tracker, which it would be the normal mistake that a lot of runners make, but that's not even an excuse here.
I feel like what goes perfectly to this sort of situation is, I knew there were risks, but boy, am I bad at math.
Well, let's say at the very least if he gets lucky with the ice rod. There's a small key that he needs to get forward.
That was a pretty quick kill with Ridley there from Mesyr.
Nicely done.
Just like a few more charged beam shots, jumped onto Ridley, and they were already dead.
Omae no shinderu. There's a super missile pack. Got 3 items left, and we know it's gonna be on. They're all gonna be on Laser Bridge most likely, because one of those is gonna be a small key.
All of those, like, so 3 items and 1 key on Laser Bridge.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that he just thought, oh, I need to go to Laser Bridge anyway. I'll be able to check for the items there. He just got so laser focused on it that he forgot about the fact that, oh, I still need to defeat Armos Knights. That just slipped his mind. Already checked there, Burnin.
Yeah, he checked there the first time we went to Turtle Rock.
Alright, let's see what Laser Bridge has got for us then.
Yeah, doing the smart play here and using King of Brian, since that uses much less magic than magic.
Indeed. E-Tank, Piece of Heart, uh-oh. If the ice rod is not here, he's made a big mistake. And there's a hard container. That's the last item in Metroid. He knows! He knows he done goofed! Because he can't, even though he's got the small key, that's as far as he goes. He cannot go any further. He made a very bad call.
He has to triple dip Turtle Rock.
You know we're asking him about that later.
Oh. We don't know where Ice Rod is.
There's still a few locations. He's gonna check. Looks like he's gonna check Bombo's tablet to see if it's there. But if it's not there, he has either the last item in Skull Woods, which we still haven't found, Pyramid Fairy, or if he's lucky, it will be on the Armos Knights.
He's going Pyramid Fairy first.
He's going Pyramid Fairy first. My mistake. I thought he was gonna check Bombos, but I don't. We'll find out, Ancient Gamer. We'll find out. I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't. So let's see if the Pyramid Fairy's got anything. That's 2 items right there.
Wait, did Mesyr not complete Ice Palace? I could have sworn he did. Did he only check for a few items and then just left?
I hope not. No, he completed Ice Palace. I remember seeing him take on Cold Stare. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. So I guess the tracker...
I remember him fighting Cold Stare, so yeah, he's good. Alright, let's see what Pyramid Fairy's got for us here. 10 marrow upgrade and a red potion.
Wah, wah.
Well, that was a waste. He forgot he can't do that. He's gonna have to either save and quit or flute out. So what's his next play? Again, we've got Bombo's tablet, which has not been checked. We've got Eastern Palace, Skull Woods. We've already checked everything else. Actually, we still have a couple items in Swamp Palace that haven't been checked yet. They might still be there, but which would be funny for Mesyr. Mesyr went into Swamp Palace, but he never full cleared it.
Oh. Huh.
And then, of course, that's just linked to the past. In Super Metroid, we still have 4 item locations. We've got Plasma, Shack, Waterway, and X-Ray.
You might be saying that for Mesyr once he gets his way out of...
If Mesyr finds the Ice Rod first, he could overtake the lead here. Because he's not that far behind. I mean, he still has pod and stuff to do, but he'll find that bow eventually.
Yeah.
And he'll eventually catch up, but it'll be close.
Because bow's in the purple box. Then after that, it's just a matter of completing pod in Eastern Palace. No, Mesyr didn't.
That's what we were saying earlier. Yeah, Mesyr did not full clear Swamp Palace. So there is still a slim chance that Ice Rod could be here. And if it is, then Wesker's in tip-top shape and this race is over. But if it's somewhere like X-Ray or Waterway, then Mesyr will likely find it first, and he'll be the one to take the lead. But that's if he goes that way. It's a big if, because those are 2 out-of-the-way spots.
If anything, he looks like he's probably going to be going to, like, Ice Rod, Crumble Tower, and then to Crocomire, like what Wesker did earlier. Yes, of course, Ped is definitely alive at this point, despite the fact that we saw it was a male
red
upgrade.
male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, they might do it just for the extra defense. Now that I think about it, does red mail really do much of anything for the Ganon fight?
It helps a bit, especially if you get a Ganon hug, but it's, you know, if you've got enough health, it's not that big of a loss.
Because I'm trying to think, like, it's not that much of a difference in, like, damage decrease from blue mail to red mail when it comes to Ganon.
It's still more significant as opposed to the damage done between Tempered Sword and Fighter's Gold Sword, so we'll see. And Wesker's heading up. He's not even checking left side.
I think he's doing what Mesyr did. Although, I guess in Wesker's case, he's going to beat the boss first, check all the items, and then once he's done with it, go back in, check west side, and if there's nothing there, then he's just going to mirror out.
It's the typical play when it comes to Swamp Palace, to be fair, so it's not a big deal unless he decides to skip out altogether and it turns out the Ice Rod was there. Which I'm going to laugh so hard if it is. He's at least going to get his high jump boots too little too late, but still.
Not like Wesker, Mesyr remembers, hey, charge plasma one-shots Crocomite.
Yes! Okay, so there's actually one item left in Swamp Palace.
Now Mesyr's got the full screw attack space jump combo. Imagine given all the item locations we found so far, Ice Beam's probably going to be in Ganon's tower. Why is he doing Fire Rod? He's got silver arrows.
I'm getting the sense that Wesker's a Super Metroid player more than a Link to the Past player, because it's pretty clear he does not have much of a clue as what he's doing here.
I mean, then again, that 2 Fire Rod shot spin attack did kill Argus pretty quickly there.
And granted that.
Alright, is he gonna go back in? Yes!
He's going back in!
Hey, this could make or break the race. If he finds Ice Rod here, then he's got the lead. But if not, and Mesyr goes to check Waterway or X-Ray and finds Ice Rod there, then he's got the lead.
I wouldn't say he's got the lead, but he's got a chance to catch up. I'll grant that much is certain.
Okay, Brewers fan JP pointed out that the combo that Wesker did was actually a safer strat, or a traditional strat, actually.
That's true. Yeah, he did a good job with it. And silver arrows, as he points out, are kind of finicky. You got to get a really good shot on that with how fast he moves. So I can understand not doing that. That's why I wasn't personally too much harping on him. No, he got it. Never mind.
Yeah. AG Gamer, I'm not sure about that, but I'd say avoid that just to be safe.
I know we're not allowed to say anything like that.
I mean, we could say stuff like, hecking gosh darn it. What's Mesyr doing? He's got space jump. He can climb Red Tower.
Yeah. Let's hope that didn't come back to bite him. Let's see what Wesker finds here on the left side. There's the compass. Oh, we're gonna keep us in suspense here. Last item, what's it gonna be?
Oh, there it is.
It's the ice rod! Wesker found the ice rod!
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, if you check your phones, your watches, your timekeeping devices at this time, you will find that hcfwesker is officially entered Go-Mo time.
Of course, this also means he's gonna have to finish up Eastern Palace and do Turtle Rock again.
Wow, so Mesyr passed it up and doesn't even realize it. That has gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Wesker, Eastern!
Go back to Swamp Palace.
No, Wesker needs to go to Eastern. He didn't do Eastern.
Oh, you were shouting at Wesker.
Yes. No, I know Mesyr has to go to Swamp, and that's still, but that's a little understandable that he might not think about that. But Wesker's going to Turtle Rock when he hasn't finished Eastern yet. Oh, God. God dang it. Yeah, I think I'm with mine of me. I'm gonna laugh if he walks up to Ganon's tower and it doesn't activate because he forgot about Eastern. Please, somebody clip that if that happens. I think part of Wesker feels it's personal at this point. It's like, this is my third time in here. I'm gonna clear this thing, dang it. Oh my God. Oh, and feel bad for Mesyr. He's going into Skull Woods. He's going to take on Mothula, even though it's absolutely unnecessary.
He's got Butter Sword. He's fine.
Oh, he'll be quick with it, no doubt, but it's a waste. There's nothing there. At best, he can hope for Ice Beam there.
Oh, I just realized. I think what he's doing here, he probably thinks there's something on pedestal. That's why he's going after
And as soon as if he's done, hopefully he'll mirror over and check pedestal, so he'll find out she's wasting his time.
I mean, it wouldn't be that much of a waste. He'd be getting red mail out of it.
True, he might just blind pull it because he's already got the other two pendants. He might just blind pull it. And down goes Mothula. Yeah, he's mirroring over. He's got all three pendants. Either he'll check it, or he'll blind pull it, or he might just pull it anyway because it's the. Yeah, he's just gonna blind pull it. Oh, you guys wanted a pedestal. We got a pedestal, even though we know it's useless. Congratulations, you have now pulled out your red man.
Yeah, he wants to go for that festive elf look. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Oh, I certainly wouldn't be jolly after playing this.
No. We know where Mesyr needs to go, but he has no clue he passed up that ice rod back in Swamp. That's gonna hurt him. It might be a while before he goes to check that one spot.
Just like this I wonder if he like remembers that he missed an item there, or if he just thought to just get the pendant there and be done. Although he's doing the smart play here. He's doing the smithy chain here. He's gonna be getting his bow.
Thankfully, with the butter sword, the Trinex fight's gonna be a real easy fight here for Wesker. If he can hit the head. Oh, come on! There we go. It's like, come on!
That head did not want to play nice.
No, it did not.
I will say this much, just spamming your shots is no way to get ahead in life.
There's the map, and there's crystal number 6.
Good job. Now you gotta go back to Eastern and get your other crystal.
Please tell me he remembers. I pray he remembers. I don't want to have to see that kind of embarrassment.
He's just gonna go to Ganon's tower, expect to open it up, and just be like, okay, we're done here.
No, he checked his map. He's like, wait a minute, what'd I miss? He just realized it. He just realized it. He's like, wait, I'm missing a crystal. What's going on here? What'd I forget? There it is.
Probably screaming at himself.
Probably.
Although I feel like it would have been a lot better if he got to like just get in his tower, stood at the doorway, and be really confused on why it wasn't opening for him.
I know, right?
It's like, okay, I got everything. Wait a minute, I'm missing a crystal. What the heck am I missing? Yeah, at least he checked. See, Mesyr doing the smart thing. He's checking on what he's missing.
Yes. Oh god, Smitty clipped it.
At the very least, this will be a very quick clear for Wesker, but at the same time, he could have done this so much earlier. Saved him so much time.
Oh man. I'm almost in tears now. Nice slipping past the Igors there. And on to the Armos Knights with the Silver Arrows. This will be a joke of a fight.
Oh, hey, there's Ice Beam.
Well, that works out.
I was thinking it was going to be
going to Super Metroid.
I was thinking Ice Beam was going to be in Ganon's tower, but nope.
I know, right?
Well, now that we got all the crystals, you know what time it is.
Oh yeah, let me get that started. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are 22 possible locations inside of Ganon's Tower where the big key could be hiding. If you're a subscriber or are a supporter with 250 bits or more on any of our channels, get your guesses in chat. Let us know where you think that big key is going to be hiding.
So the last few times I've been doing this Ganon guessing game, I've been one off on my guess, but the last time I did this, I was right on the dot. So, I guess for the sake of having this end early, I'm going to say it's going to be on 1. It's going to be the first thing they check.
Oh, I've seen it happen, and you're not the first person to guess that. X3 already guessed that one, so we'll see.
Hopefully it's the case. One, two, Wax with the Butter Sword, and Helmrock King is down for... Or Helmasaur King is down for...
Yeah, wrong. Helmarock, wrong game there, man.
Yes.
That's Wind Waker.
We're not playing Wind Waker here. This is not a demake of Wind Waker.
Last chance to get your guesses in.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
And here we go. He's going to start off on the left side. Small key on the torch. Well, say bye to Bob.
Say goodbye to my guess.
Alright, we'll start here in the hookshot room. Room number 2, 50 rupees. Number 3, missile pack. Number 4, triple bombs. Number 5, and super missile pack. And he's gonna immediately, oh, we're going Dark Magician strats up.
Why is this called Dark Magician strats?
I believe that was the name of the runner who actually do this strat. Number 6, map. Number 7, small key. But yeah, Dark Magician was the name of the runner who used to do that strat, where you go on the left side, and then as soon as you get down to the hookshot room, you mirror out and go back to the right side. I think that was the way his strat worked.
Now into the Gibdo room. Thankfully, Butter Sword makes quick work of him, when it's usually just like 10,000 sword hits just to get...
I know, right? Alright, so here we come on number 8. Bombs, number 9. Quake, number 10. Big key at number 10!
Yeah, there we go, number 10.
And closest sub or supporter that guessed it was Calithan with 9. Congratulations.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay, Calithan. I've been there like a number of times with this.
Now, to be fair, Schmitty actually guessed it correctly on the money, but he was not a sub or supporter, so unfortunately he did not get the victory on that. But nicely done, Cal.
You won the prize of guessing correctly tonight. Wow, I am not surprised that the current leaderboard with number 1 is Link Force Zero with the 3 wins. Actually, Link Force, Rocky 2418, and Shandis _2.
Yes, Shandis with those 2 wins there. And for those of you at home, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to participate officially in our Big Key Guessing Game next time, make sure you either subscribe to any of our Speed Gaming channels, Speed Gaming or Speed Gaming 2 through 6, or you can send us show your support in the form of 250 or more bits. You cheer that much, you're automatically entered as well.
The guy giving him a bit of trouble there. All things considered, with half magic, it probably is best to use Fire Rod for that room instead of, like, silver arrows.
Oh, yeah.
Because as much damage as silver arrows does, it's a pretty slow projectile compared to Fire Rod.
Indeed. Now he's on the land mode, too. Fortunately, the pattern got reset due to him using that powder on that anti-fairy, or on that bunny beam there. So now he's going to have to guess the strat here for this. And fortunately, these land mollusks are not being friendly.
Nor is that lamp. Or, I guess, just face.
Yeah, the turret. Oh, I think Mesyr's finally caught on to where he needs to go. No,
Nope.
Never mind. He's going for Pyramid Fairy.
We know Pyramid Fairy was a bust.
Nice shot there, and gets a magic refill for his troubles. Nicely done.
When I was going against Oats and Goats, I had trouble with that room, and I kept falling down like 8 times. I don't know what it was. I guess I just couldn't guess the path correctly.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, my friend. Yeah, Schmitty, you guessed it correctly. You're just not a supporter, so unfortunately it didn't count. But hey, if you give us a sub or cheer 250 or more bits, you can join us next. Oh, wait a minute. Mesyr doesn't have ether. He can't get to. He can't get into Turtle Rock.
Yeah, that's why I said before. He needs to go back to that Wavegate room in Pink Bryn to get ether.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
And of course, you know, that Wavegate room, like Waterway, is just one of those locations where you don't really think to go back to.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him. Wesker quickly taking down Trolldorm 2. No problems there whatsoever. Checks the inevitable conclusion and just gets some blueberry.
He's got 35 bombs. I think he's good on bombs.
Yeah, I think so too. He's got everything he needs. The only other item he could possibly find that might be nice but not really helpful at all is Gold Shield. Or Mirror Shield. But he doesn't need it at this point. He's on to Aga 2.
Oh man, that reminds me. That was another thing with my race with Goats. Just before I got up to Turtle Rock, there was a sword upgrade, which by that point would have given me Butter Sword, a shield upgrade for Mirror, and a tunic upgrade for Red Suit, all in Hookshot Cave before Turtle Rock. And I didn't even think to go in there. By the way, Wesker is down with Aga 2. On to the Ganon fight. I think something's going on with Mesyr's stream here. Either he lost connection or something.
I think I know what happened, but we'll discuss that here in a bit.
Yeah, I think once I hit a go mode, at that point, I was like, I am not even gonna bother with Hookshot. I just want to get this run done. Wesker already in phase 2 with Ganon. Or phase 3,
that Butter
actually.
Sword is very quick, easy to do.
This is a very fast Ganon fight. He's gonna set himself up for the torch glitch, hopefully.
Yep,
there we
sets up
go.
torch glitch. Nicely done.
And a double shot. Oh, almost got the swipe there.
And we got bacon. Nicely done, Wesker. Get your single G's in chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's getting down. Just one more boss to go.
Now all that's left is to take on Mother Brain, and he's gonna go straight to the start point, so he can just cut right to Tori.
Man, how bad would it be if, like, you got that far, but, like, once you were done with Ganon, you forgot to save quit before resetting?
Now, he turned off his Varius suit. He's only rocking gravity. I get turning off the stuff like Spring Ball and things like that, but why did he turn off the Varius suit?
Maybe he's anticipating, like, not being able to do baby skip, so if anything, he's going to be trying to take max damage from the end.
I guess.
Because that's what I do, although in my case, I turn off both gravity and Varius. Yeah, that and also getting himself set up later for the stand-up.
Well, that's fine to do when you get there, but I mean, going through Torian without all that, that just seems off to me. Nonetheless, here we are in Turian. And thankfully for finding that ice beam in Eastern Palace, he's gonna have a much easier time.
Of course, that won't help if the Metroids actually latch on to him.
Thankfully, he's got Morph Ball Bomb, so he can shake them off pretty easily.
Also, do we know what happened to Mesyr? Did he lose connection?
No, there's another reason for that, but again, we'll discuss that here soon.
By the way, nicely done on those last Metroid.
And on to the baby room.
Will he get the baby skip? Oh, almost had it. He had a nice setup there.
He at least faces to the right.
Yeah, I made that mistake. I think you lose something like 40 frames if you're facing to the left. By the way, we've got one last part here to Turian. Just the Zepatites, then on to Mother Brain.
Yep. Will he go for Zep Skip at least? He's setting up for it. First try, nicely done.
That's one trick I still can't pull off consistently.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of runners struggle with the Zep Skip. He's gonna go ahead and burn through his super since he knows he doesn't need him. He's got charged plasma.
And with charge, wave, ice, and plasma, he's doing max damage to Mother Brain, and it's only going to take 20 charge shots to get her into the next phase.
Indeed, but while he's dealing with that, we also got to put our orders in for McBrainies, because we've got French fries, we've got tater tots, we've got onion rings, and we've got ketchup beef. Well, he's going to set up for... It looks like he's setting up for stand-up glitch.
Yep, he's all set.
And he got it. To make absolutely sure he doesn't risk any damage there.
Yeah, he's got to keep this wall jump up. Otherwise, the baby Metroid is going to bring him right back in. Yep, he's good. He also has to make sure that he's not on the ground when the baby Metroid detaches as well, because that will also put him back into the sitting position. That's a good question. Do you think he's going to save the animals?
I highly doubt it. Very rarely do runners actually take the time to save the animals.
I mean, I did. Then again, I'm weird.
So, Wesker now going to be able to get some free shots in here on Mother Brain. This will allow him to basically keep pegging away at her and save a little bit of time on the final phase.
If you're really good at this stand-up glitch, you could get her, like, right at the edge of, like, dying. Like, right here. Like, she's already turning, like, red.
Literally 2 shots!
Yep.
I have never seen that before. That is amazing.
That was a really nice stand-up glitch.
And now we got 3 minutes to get out.
Gotta get out of Dodge. Yeah, I think the one-shot stand-up glitch, I think either Zosti or Oats and Goats did that. I wouldn't put it past either one to do something like that. Oh, and your gamer pointed out it was actually just one shot, not 2.
Oh, okay. Well, still, that's really good. Nope, not gonna save the animals here.
Oh, you monster.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hcfwesker has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 3 hours, 44 minutes, and 29 seconds. And in case you're wondering why Mesyr has been frozen all this time, immediately afterwards he forfeited from the race.
So was he just waiting for Wesker to finish before forfeiting?
No, bear in mind there's a 15-minute delay on the streams.
So right.
He cut his stream off immediately, thus it froze the stream because it ended the delay.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's what happened. Nonetheless, let's bring our winner in here real quick. And we have hcfwesker joining us here in the channel. Wesker, congratulations on your...
Hey, thank you so much, but no offense, I demand a recount on that one. I don't know how I pulled it off.
Let's see. Go ahead.
Honestly, it came down to that ice rod because Mesyr left that ice rod behind when he went into swamp. That's
I
what
left,
gave it to you.
yeah, I left it behind the whole game just about. Yeah. No, when I did that, I was trying to make it. I figured after all that running around I did after Norfair Croc, I got my man. I make so many mistakes not watching my tracker. It's like I'm afraid to take my eyes off my game screen or something, and I just completely forgot Armos was a crystal. And when I got out of Turtle Rock and looked at my crystal, I always do that when I do my last crystal. I always make sure I got them all before I headed GT and saw the one missing. I literally typed .forfeit in the SRL waiting for him to get done. As soon as he was done, I was done. I was like, I'll keep playing though. I'll just keep going with it. And yeah.
I do want to ask, what was your whole plan dipping into Turtle Rock that early? What were you hoping to accomplish?
Sometimes there's something in that first chest. Sometimes. And when it was a key, I was like, okay, I'll keep going. I was looking for Varia, I believe, at the time, mostly. But if I would have found Fire Rod or Ice Rod, I would have been happy too. But yeah, I've seen that location, or the get enough keys to get all the way to, without Fire Rod, get all the way to the Vanilla Big Key or Mimic Cave, and I actually made it all the way to Mimic Cave. I was like, yeah. And I kept going. I was like, this is Big Key locked in. I was hoping I can get further. I had that glimmer of hope. But it didn't pull out. Yeah, I even said in SRO, this seed was god awful. It was. I normally don't say that about seeds, but I went for a triple dip Turtle Rock when it was never even necessary. So that just tells you. But
we noticed.
But
actually, funny thing, when you left Turtle Rock the last time and you were about you checked your crystals, most of us half expected you to go all the way up to Ganon's Tavern. Wait a minute, why is it not opening? We were waiting for that.
Because I've done that before. I have done that before. I think in my first match or one of my first matches, yeah. Oh, no. My first match, I was in go mode, and I went to Turtle Rock and full cleared it. And I knew I was in go mode. Not full clear, but I go moded it, and it was a pendant. And some reason, I just can't look at my tracker and see what I've marked. And I opened my map like 20 times the match. It's like I'm afraid to take off my eyes off my screen. I just check my crystals and pendants during the game frequently. So yeah, it makes no sense. I gotta figure something out.
Yeah, I noticed that you like when it came to Super Metroid. I'm assuming you were more of a Metroid player than you were a Link to the Past player.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done some Link to the Past randomizers, but I don't know anything about logic. I just know when I got a bundle of items, I take them to where I can go. I don't know how to read, like, oh, I got flippers in this exact location. That must mean I have to take the flippers to this exact location. I don't know how people do that, so.
Understandable, understandable. But I could tell, not only because of that, because you when it came to Super Metroid, you just freaking killed it. You were all over the place. You handled that like a pro, but I can see you struggling in Link to the Past, getting lost quite frequently. Because, like you said, you don't know the certain like routes and certain like the way it's guiding you. And trust me, I can understand that completely.
Oh yeah, there were some derpy moments. A lot of times it's just you got so many places to go, and you're sitting there trying to pinpoint where should I go. It's not a matter of where do I go; it's where should I go. And a lot of times I just kind of sit there and eye back and forth at my items, and yeah, I do get lost a lot though. Like I got that bottle. I think I got a bottle and my cash. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go. At least I got a reason to run back and check bottle vendor. Check bottle vendor. Nope, just saved and quit out. Forgot to go to sick kid. I just do stuff like that.
Yeah, there were a couple things, though, we got to ask about. First of all, Crocomire, you had charge plasma. Why did you not use it?
I think after I killed him, I held my charge beam. I'm like, dang it. So I got the door skip. Well, not the door skip, but yeah, like I said, it's weird stuff like that. Plus, I do 100%, and I don't ever have charge me at that time, so I'm used to doing missiles, and it's not that big a deal. Plus, they say there's some way you can soft lock at him if you shoot him wrong, or there's something you can do and get him stuck, so I didn't want to take that chance. At least I've heard the theory of it, or the urban legend.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that, but I got to understand your thought process there. But the other one I got to ask about, Ice Palace, bomb jump.
I went for a hammer dash.
You know I had to talk about that. Yeah, what the heck?
I went for the hammer dash, and of course it didn't happen. So I just bonked her right in my face. I think I tried to do it sideways and look, but I don't know if it read my hammer input. But yeah, I was like, and I froze. I was like, get your finger off the run button now, and it's like I just froze, and it just went for it. So yeah.
You can bet we clipped that, man. We had to.
Oh, awesome. Yes, awesome. I want that one framed.
Still, but despite all of that, you did an amazing job on this one. Again, it's hard. Trust me, you're better than I would have done. Okay, so don't ever think for a minute that I'm putting you down for any reason.
Nah, don't say that. Oh no, and yeah, and I look forward to watching the replay and stuff. So yeah, y'all gotta understand. I ain't no snowflake. If y'all want to, make jokes about me, just make a laugh out of me, it's all good. I mean, like I said, I'm just here to have fun.
Yeah. I think all things considered, like if you didn't find Ice Rod in Swamp Palace, Mesyr probably would have had the lead over you. Then again, Mesyr still had to complete what was it, Pod and a few other dungeons.
Yeah, he's a bit behind.
I would not doubt it. I felt like when I went for Norfair first, gosh, I can't remember what items were, but I think I got the boots early and stuff like that at a height. I can't remember nothing right now. Maybe
Oh, that reminds me. When you skipped out on the flooded Chozo room and wrecked ship, you missed out on Space Jump.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Because here's the thing. After Ice Palace, I was heading back to if it wasn't Ice Palace, I think I was going to go to the Norfair, save at the bottom of the Meridia Tube. First, I was going to Shack Tool, then I was going to save and quick, go back up to Plasma Room, and then work my way to Waterway, and that would Spiky Death Room would have been the last place I checked if that was my go mode item. It would have been I'd go to Shack Tool before I go all the way back to Wreck Ship.
I kind of guessed that myself. I was saying that earlier because it's like I've seen runners skip that room because they couldn't handle it. It's like a race icon like last week did that where they skipped that spiky room. And it turned out to have, I think, the bow in there.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that. And yeah, it's been in the back of my mind the whole race. And I was like, I can normally do that room okay. It's just I turned around, go through it, and you take like 200 damage when you do that. And it's like, nah, just go up, just get out of here. Wreck ship's usually garbage anyways.
I don't blame you for skipping that section, all things considered, because at your health with just Power Suit, yeah, that would have been really hard to get through. Yeah,
because I think I had like 140 health after leaving Phantoon. Yeah, that's not pretty.
And if you had slipped up and those spike platforms came down on you, that would have been a one-shot, even at 100.
Yeah, that's the one benefit of that save. And I've seen people like just push themselves through it. And I'm just like, if something's killing me too much for one check, no, I'll come back later. But that is a bad check to come back to. It is a location or whatever. Yeah, then I remember when I got out of the attic, I had like 6 health, 12 health or something. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, you were really kind of close.
And then I was out of supers. I'm like, man, it's just not going. Nothing's going right. Like I said, I'm excited I won. I just don't know how I pulled it out. I just don't know. Yeah.
Well, mainly because Mesyr just basically made bigger mistakes and just like he skipped the wave gate room where the ether was.
Oh, ether was in there, yeah.
Yeah, he never went. He just got it. According to the SRL, he had just gotten it by the time you got done.
Oh man, well hey, at least that means he didn't triple dip Turtle Rock like me, I guess, for nothing. No.
Yeah, still, it's like I can understand you going back in there because, well, then again, that you did know that you still had to do Eastern Palace, so I think you were going in there banking on Ice Rod being at Laser Bridge.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the second time, absolutely. I was like, I'm so far behind, I got to make a big play. Either it's a big play or I'm going to lose even more. And yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why I can't just look at my tracker for 3 seconds and be like, okay, this is what you have left. I have a march. I'm just too focused. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'll be the first to say I get frazzled in these, and I shouldn't. Just relax, play the game. But when that timer's going and you got that SRL box sitting there on the other screen, it's like, whoa, this is different. It is. There is pressure.
Yeah, you just gotta. It just takes some time to get used to the idea and just run with it. But still, nonetheless, you made it through. Congratulations. Any final thoughts before we wrap?
Oh, no, I'm starving, but I do want to say thank y'all for doing the commentator, and I think Mind of Me did the tracking. Tracking's hard, commentating's hard. Well, y'all make it look too easy, though, so. But, all the event runners, appreciate all the viewers, and yeah, looking forward to the next races.
Indeed, we're looking forward to seeing you. Make sure you guys give both hcfwesker and Mesyr a follow on Twitch to show some love for them. Of course, thank you to our tracker, Mind to Me, who did a fantastic job here tonight. Of course, myself and my co-commentator, Pansneck. Pansneck, it's been a pleasure working with you, my friend.
Yeah. Of course, I've got another race to commentate on in like 2.5 hours.
Indeed, yeah, he's got another big race coming up at 2:30 in the morning. So if you guys are staying up late, make sure you guys check that out. And of course, like we said, making sure you follow all of our channels, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6 for all of the amazing races, not just in this tournament, but all of the other tournaments we've got going on right now. List of everything we've got happening in the description down below, so check that out. And in the meantime, we want to thank you guys for joining us as always here. On behalf of everyone here at the Speed Gaming family, my name is The Shades, and we will see you guys next time. Rock on!
Yeah.